Okay, that should be better. That should be better. That way we can actually talk. I don't mind a little lag, because the 2K wasn't as bad, but that was horrible. Okay, I'm going to go and delete the one stream really quick. Just so we can not cause confusion here. Say something. Oh, peanut. Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking. Say, do it again, Micro. Do it again, because I wasn't looking at the screen. Say something I can react to. Micro, what game are you playing right now? X4. Okay, see that was way better. That was way better. You're playing that? Are you? Little hardcore? Little... What is that called? What is that again called? I know I'm saying it wrong. No Man's Sky 2016. Oh! No Man's. Oh, No Man's. Oh! Oh, I guess it's considered third person as well. The space sim. Yeah, but isn't that one, or is it not like that genre where it's like very like hardcore in the sheer amount of like things you can do in the game? Times 4? X4? What the heck that genre's called? Bro, the same time freaking No Man's Sky came out. What is going on? I cannot think of anything. I can't believe you thought of No Man's Sky. I can't believe No Man's Sky is that old. Holy cow. Hey. What up, Necrolummer?
Howdy.
We're trying to do this quick little game thing. We've already done all of them except this one. We're trying to guess a game that is first person, sci-fi action. Came out in 2016, so the same year as No Man's Sky and Doom. Single player only. I guess that's also a thing. No Man's Sky wasn't single player. Single player only game. Probably came out on the PS4. Dishonored. Ooh. Do you think Dishonored... Wouldn't it be Dishonored 2 though? Because didn't Dishonored 1 come out on the 360? Oh my gosh. Yes. Dude, how many games? Oh, it's a stealth action game. Deus Ex. Okay, let's try that. Deus Ex. Which one though? This is where I don't... It's not Human Revolution, is it? It's one of the... Or actually, I don't even know. In my brain, I don't know the differences between these. This one I do. Is that Human Revolution? But I thought that came out on 360 as well. But see, Dishonored, so this game, PC, PS4, Xbox One, it must be for the Switch as well or something. Mankind Divided? Dude! That was third person. How many different games? We only have one more guess. I think we gotta cheat. I don't know how you're even thinking of this stuff. This was the year of the first person science game, I guess. Did BioShock? Did BioShock come out during that time? Infinite? But would you call that science fiction? I think. Single player only. Do we think BioShock Infinite came out? Oh, morning. Oh, I didn't see a memo. Morning. Let's see. BioShock. Yeah, Infinite there. I kind of want to just Google really quick if Infinite. BioShock Infinite release. Just want to see. Oh, 2013? Never mind. 2013. PS4. What about... No, science fiction. I was gonna say like Far Cry or something. Turtles 3. A grandma game. Thinking like Far Cry. What about Fallout? When did Fallout 4 come out? For release date 2015. Close. Maybe they're just rounding up. But what's crazy is that you would think it would be these consoles here, but and not a single one of these is red. So that means like this one, for instance, it should be, it's on the Xbox One or the 360. But it's probably Xbox One. So it's got to be more of like this stuff. Garden Warfare, yeah. Watch Dogs 2. We can try that. Do we look at the release date? Watch Dogs 2. Oh, release. Ooh, maybe. No, Super Hot. I haven't even thought about that game in a while. Super Hot. Jeez. Oh, look, the other genre, tactical and indie. That's stinky. Alright, so yeah, I wouldn't mind playing this every time I stream. You get a lot. How's India genre? I know, right? Yeah, that is weird. That is weird. It kind of helps though if you can guess indie at the beginning, so you can kind of get an idea of the scale of the game. Alright. So we're going to go into the main event here. What console? It was Linux and Switch. So I have to get them all in the same group at one time. So it was Linux and Switch that was missing. It had all the consoles. Yeah. Yeah, I would say... Yeah, for me personally, I don't really separate in my head like... Oh, that's an indie game. That means this. But in terms of like describing something, I guess that is helpful. Digimonly? Digimonly? Wait, what? You should have someone make Digimonly? Oh, Digimon. Oh, Game Duel. Okay, I see. Duel of Digimondle. If you said that, I think I would have been I would have got it a little quicker. That would be cool. That would, I wonder how hard that with AI and stuff like that. It can't be too, difficult to make like essentially like an Excel spreadsheet. Did I watch the latest episode? No. We were kind of celebrating. We're doing stuff this weekend, so I didn't get to see it. Name it Digimon by the shape of its poop. No, but I'll probably watch it today. You're gonna hate Tomorrow? Great! Great! Can't wait. Alright, so this is the website I'm using, Old Greg's Tavern. There's a lot of AI D&D stuff out there. I don't know any of it. This is the only one that has ever popped up for me, and I've messed with it a little bit, and it's not like it's gonna be a true Digimon experience we're gonna try creating. I think it's still gonna like insert a typical fantasy campaign, but I'm gonna try. The final like 5 minutes are insane. Is it? Like in a good way? It was a great episode. Oh, okay, good. So I did spend some money on this. AI comes with, giving it some moolah. So what we're gonna do first is there's a way of creating worlds in this, and I do not know if this will actually like sculpt our adventure a little better. It'll actually put us in the world, but I gotta make it right. So for instance, If we're looking at the Star Wars one, they have it where they made this like Bible structure where they give it like bullet points and then sub points about it. So like world overview, they have very much keywords, right? But then there's a way of doing this where you can just answer questions as well. So I don't know which way is going to be the best way. So I would hope we could do it the World Bible way. But I gotta tailor it for the AI. Star Wars Digimon. Make Agumon a wizard and Patamon a thief. You should work with Notepad Anon to make an actual Digimon TTR playable in your community. Notepad Anon? I don't know what that is. Is that like a... Is there any way of describing what that is in like, you know, one sentence? Both Tomoro and Gekomon were not at their best. Uh-oh! Necromon not liking it. Oh, he's a streamer. Oh, you're saying I should work with Notepad Anon. I see. Oh, that'd be cool. There's a lot of fan-made TTRPGs of Digimon out there, and there are some that are based off of 5e. There's some that are just made from scratch. I know 2 of them that are made from scratch. Yeah, I think I always wanted to do like a D&D campaign thing. This is just something funny to do, more so, nothing serious what we're doing here. I just want to see what happens with the AI stuff. Digimon Isekai? You would hate one mate? Yeah, the problem is 5e is very popular. Well, maybe not so much anymore. But it's one of the more go-tos. So if people were gonna play 5e, I think is one of the easier ones. It's not. I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it's like popular and easy. Are you gonna play Deadpool and Marvel Rivals? Why are you asking that such a specific question, Micro? I think that the trailer looked funny, but I haven't played Marvel Rivals in a while. Okay, so what I want to do is try to get ChatGPT to make the World Bible for us. I can sit there and answer the questions, and we might do that. I can do that. But I want to see if there's a way of doing it really quickly. So I'm going to see if what we can do, like, let's see. What we'll do really quick is actually borrow. Let's see here. We'll go click this. We'll kind of borrow this. And then what we're going to do, similar to this format, make a World Bible about the digital world from Digimon. Let's see. Just want to see if what happens. Dude, why does it always mess up the second time? What is going on? Yeah, it always does that. It's like it clicks off. There we go. I delete that. We'll see. Delete that. Delete that. Let me see what happens. I have no idea what's going to go. What's actually going to happen. Borrow. Like, why are you playing Rivals of Ether? You're slightly drunk. Okay, that explains why you're acting weird. Because you're bad and scared. Because you're bad and scared. You can post this to the Discord and have people work together to write a Digimon setting. That would be cool. Okay, let's see what it did. Okay, below is the Digital World Bible modeled directly on the Star Wars World Bible structure, but adapted for Digimon. It's written to be useful for storytelling. Okay, blah, 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 blah. All right, the digital world is a vast layered reality born from human data networks, imagination, and information flow. Though often mistaken as a single planet, is instead a multiversal data ecosystem composed of shifting realms, servers, and realities. Whoa! A lot of words. Time, physics, and geography are unstable here. Okay. Core themes. Interesting. History and myths. The age of origin. The digital world formed from early human computing systems. Primitive AI and raw data accumulation. Oh my gosh. Oh look. The era of the Royal Knights. The age of human contact. Interesting. Okay, let's see what kind of structures. Surface, server continents, kernel zones, dark areas, network space. They got some words. Major factions, Royal Knights, Demon Lords, Olympus, Data Clan. That's something I don't know. Machine Empire. So they're borrowing some stuff there. Digimon form kingdoms, tribes, nomadic bands, or isolated entities. Evolution often functions as both status and survival. So they got some stuff in here. I think we're just going to use this. Story arc examples, the broken network, rise of a demon lord, human world collapse, a reset protocol, endgame themes. Interesting. Hello, Nathan, the duo design Nathan. How's it going? Yeah, it's not too bad. Hey, Bolty. So we're going to use this. Again, this is meant to be quick and dirty. This is not something I plan on like doing, like entertaining the whole time. And I'd be interested in actually finding something that works. This one, like I said, this old Greg's Tavern apparently has really bad memory. So it may remember Agumon at the beginning, but later on it will not. So we'll see what happens. We're going to copy this and see if we just create the world Bible. World name, the digital world. So we're going to get rid of that. Oh, wait. Okay, good. That's not a word? Wait, why did ChatGPT? Not a word yet. Okay, I don't know what will happen. So we used 724 out of 3,000 words. Which ain't too bad. See what happens. I was trying to... Oh. Create a campaign. Okay, so this is where... So I have like 20 credits or something like that? Yeah. I don't know how many rounds. So a round is a prompt. 50 prompts. You know what? We'll just use like... I'll just use half here. Total credits. 90 rounds. I wonder if we just invest into more though. This is where the Ponzi scheme starts. Ponzi. I already think this is a ripoff, to be honest. It's so much money for this. The bitrate of my webcam? It's because of the resolution. It's, I don't know. For me, when I'm looking at the camera, it looks great. But on your guys, the bitrate is just so bad. I don't know why. Let me see. It's always been like that, unless I stream in 2K, I thought, but let's see. Let me see what it looks like really quick, guys. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at it. There might be something going on, but it's not too bad. You know, it doesn't make me any less ugly. Okay, anyways, let's so we're gonna do this. Let's say I don't spend 10 credits, I guess. Okay, so I kind of mess with this a little bit, and it does like create like a, AI. This is the thing I don't really, with AI and stealing art and stuff like that, training them and stuff by using art that was stolen. Definitely don't agree with that. I like the whole AI thing we're doing besides like the art stuff. Of course, I don't know how they get the art, so I don't know if they're doing something wrong or not. What is your character's name? So what we're gonna do, we either play as a Digimon or we're a human that is trying to help the Digimon. And I don't know what you guys want to do, or a mixture. We're like a weird sub-human, part Digimon, part person. I don't know. It just depends on how we prompt it. But we'll just do duo. That way it's, or we'll do, can we play as Chimeramon? Howdy, Hellcrest.
Howdy.
Chimeramon, the artificer? Human with a buddy? So the thing with this game, and I think they have it in there, is how the AI handles certain things. And I think it can handle companions. I just don't know if it'll give it to you right away. Could it go the Frontiers route? Yeah, we could go Chimeramon. Chimeramon the Artificer. But the classes and stuff are very loose too. Yeah, we tried the Frontier route. Frontiers, yeah. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. I'll just do a Goonimon just so I can. What does your character look like? So this is either we should try describing, I forgot the main character's name. Let's see. Digimon Frontier characters. Takuya? Is that him? Kuya. Let's see. What does your character look like? We'll say like teenage boy. Wears a cap with goggles on the top of it. There's a wears a red, I don't know, a jacket. Oh, wait. I think it's only going to do the face. We don't really need to care about that. Teenage boy wears a cap with goggles over the top of it. Great smile. I don't know. Well, he is a Goonimon. Goonermon. Frontier is a lame. Jeez. I don't think it's too bad. Maybe. We'll see. I don't think... I guess I could have done that. Hold on. I could have done... Can I go back? Nope, we're done. We're stuck. Okay, so this is where we can create our own custom class. We'll we'll try describing a Goonimon, I guess. Or a person. Oh, hold on. Describe your unique character class. This class can transform into a Digimon. This Digimon can use fire for their attack. Melee focus. Woo, okay. Further power by evolving? I don't know. We'll see what kind of stuff this does. Can I have multiple evolution routes? Multiple evolution routes. Boy. The Digimon can evolve this season. I'm trying to make it at least somewhat serious. We'll make you cookies. Uses fists to attack. Yeah, we'll just do this so we see what happens. Pyro Claw Digistalker. Fierce fighter who can morph into a blazing Digimon, striking with fiery fists in close combat. Pretty close. Let's see, brawling, one-handed, acrobatics are great. No, not good at stealth, deception, performance, seduction. Regeneration is a little good. Alteration, so some form of magic. Illusion is bad. Bartering is kind of good. Climbing is whatever. Beast mastery. Okay, two-handed. Intimidation, destruction magic. Okay, so they're kind of using some, like, this is like D&D, but not. So there's different, like, schools of magic they're saying here. Bloodmancy, soul binding. It's like it's using Elder Scrolls or something. Starting rep. Honor, +5. Bravery, +10. Good. Typical main character Digimon guy. Justice, -5. Mercy, -5. Loyalty, +5. Okay. We'll just do backstory. Kicks to the classic Aguni kick. Okay, so this is the backstory. So what we're gonna do is I have a kind of a story in my mind, and we'll see if it can cater it towards the world we created. So the story I have in mind, so we'll say Agunimon ran from File City after a deadly virus swept through. The Digimon that lived in the city suddenly went berserk. Oh, wait. The Digimon something. We won't say all of them. Some Digimon contracted? For some reason the word doesn't seem right. Some Digimon contracted the virus and became berserk. The Digimon that were safe from the virus left the city. Only a few stayed. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is there's like a Digimon campaign thing I always want to do, and this is kind of the story. It's kind of the same story as Digimon World 1, where all the Digimon leave, but then the virus. See, the problem is I don't want to reveal too much, but that's okay. The virus was called the Digital Hazard. Okay. Some fan fiction going on, guys. All right. See what happens. Yeah, so hopefully that's what happens. I think the beginning here. Expiring T-body. Oh, that could have been good. The antibody or whatever. That actually would be a good story too. But this one's a little different. Kind of like Digimon World 1, but there's a reason why they all left instead of just becoming stupid. So right now it's generating everything. Oh wait, we can see what our character looks like. Oh, not bad. That's not bad. Again, I am not a fan of AI stealing art though, so hopefully that's not the case with that. Alright, Dungeon Master. Red clothes. No, I took it away. Because I'm like, oh, it's only going to show his head. So it did kind of include something here, but for the most part. Yeah, cool, but obviously AI. Yeah. Okay, Dungeon Master. Agunimon wakes to the smell of burnt oil and static. A sharp electric tang that clings to everything in this world. The rafters above him hum faintly, pulsing with barely visible data streams that crawl like luminescent vines through the darkened wood. Not wood, he realizes groggily. Compressed data lattice, shaped to look like wood? Everything here mimics the familiar while being fundamentally other. Old Greg's Tavern. Okay, so this takes place. So this is where I think this stuff gets forced into the campaign, which I don't really agree with. I understand why they do it. So this is, if we find this fun, I may find another AI thing and we'll try doing it again. I know there's some more that are a little bit more involved. Anyways, Old Greg's Tavern sits in the Fractured Commons, a stable zone on the edge of what used to be Foul City's outer server ring. Through the warped glass windows, Agunimon can see the distant shimmer of corruption, the digital hazard's lingering wound, a writhing mass of crimson code that devours the horizon. Refugee Digimon fill the common room below, a scarred Greymon nursing a drink that fizzes with healing subroutines, a cluster of rookies huddled near the fireplace, whose flames flicker between orange and pure white data light, whatever that means. Howdy. Hey, how's it going? Monclops, I think I recognize your profile picture, but because of YouTube, I have no idea who you are. This is kind of funny. Let's see. Old Greg himself, a towering deputy-mon, whose badge has long since corroded to unreadable static, stands behind the bar, polishing a glass that occasionally glitches transparent. His single good eye locks onto Agunimon as the boy descends the stairs, cap askew, goggles catching the tavern's phosphorescent glow? Jeez. Man, I only got $5 to use on big words, and we've already used like $20, okay? I cannot be doing this. Kid with a Foul City cap. Oh, wait. Oh, he's saying something. Kid with a Foul City cap and that particular look in his eyes. Greg rumbles, voice like grinding gears wrapped in static. Seen a dozen of you refugees this month. Digital Hazard didn't just take your city. Heard it took something in you, too. That hollowness behind that smile of yours. He sets down the glass with a heavy thunk. Royal Knights are saying the hazard's spreading. Machine empires blaming virus types. This is funny. Demon lords are getting bold in the chaos, and here you are, alive when so many ain't. A data storm crackles outside, rapidly washing everything in blinding white. Question is, boy, you running from something or running toward finding out what caused it? This is funny. Oh, it's Austin. Okay, hey, buddy. This is actually pretty good for something generative, and just taking it. It's doing a good job. I didn't think it would be so on the nose, but it's also bad because it's so on the nose in some parts, but it's actually not bad. So what we have on the left is quests. So it says, Old Greg knows the pulse of the Fractured Commons, what refugees whisper, what threats gather, what opportunities exist for someone willing to work. He might share what he knows with someone who asks properly. Reward, information about nearby work and the current state of the digital world. So that's one of our quests. We do have a rumor. Foul City fell to the digital hazard, but no one knows where it truly came from. Some say it was a corrupted evolution experiment. Interesting. Others whisper about a demon lord's influence or a failed royal knight purge. The truth died with the city. Or did it? Let's see. Also, I kind of want to make it a little bigger for you guys, just so you can see it at home a little easier, depending on the size of your screen. So that might be helpful, it might not be. This is also multiplayer, so like, I could technically invite you guys, and you guys could be part of this, but I don't know how that would go. Again, this is my first time. Why is it not Old Gregmon? Hey, he's good. He's calling himself a deputy-mon. So he's a deputy-mon that's called Old Greg. I think that's good. I know you're trying to make a joke, Micro, and I appreciate it. Okay. Let's see here. So it depends on what our goal is, right? So either we run away from it or we figure it out. And I think we're going to try figuring it out. So type my message. So the question is, boy, you run from something or running towards something? But I need to go back to File City to see if any of my friends survived. How do you know anyone who can take... Whoa, can take me there? I drink Bailey's out of a shoe. Like, we could have asked him. But each prompt, so one thing too about this is each prompt costs money, basically. So it might mess around a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Oh my gosh. I kind of... Let's see, Dungeon Map. Greg's good eye narrows as he processes the question, his metal hand pausing mid-polish. The glass in his grip flickers, transparent, solid, transparent again, like it can't decide what it's supposed to be. File City. He sets the glass down with deliberate care. Kid, there ain't much to go back to. The hazard didn't just corrupt the place. Okay, I like that they're actually adding... It's not so robotic sounding. It's interesting that they said the hazard, you know, as like giving it a nickname or whatever. That's kind of neat. Shoe shaped like Shumon. Do I know the game Sorcery? That sounds super familiar. Is it like a first-person Doom game? Let's see. The hazard didn't just corrupt the place, it ate it. Turned the whole server ring into a feeding ground for glitched out Digimon that don't remember their own names. He leans forward. Servos? In his shoulder, grinding softly. I don't know what a servos is. But if you're dead set on it, there's a courier who runs supplies to the stable zones on the edge of what's left. Casil? Wiry thing with a silver visor, always wearing that patchwork data cloak. Moves fast. Knows the safe routes through the corruption better than anyone. I wonder if we can ask what kind of Digimon it is. Greg jerks his head towards the far corner of the tavern where a hooded figure sits alone, their cloak shimmering with cascading lines of green code. That's them. Fair warning though, Casil don't do charity runs. You can't passage into a dead zone. You're gonna need to make it worth their while. Credits, data fragments, information they can trade. Something. He strains up, the single eye boring into a Gunimon with the weight of someone who's seen too many refugees chase ghosts. And kid, whatever you're hoping to find there, friends, answers, closure. The hazard don't leave much behind but static and screaming. Make sure it's worth the risk before you go looking. Figure in the corner shifts slightly, visor tilting as if they've noticed the attention. And okay, let me see what other kind of props can we do. Taking action, rolling, inviting, completing quests. Everyone was trading, combat, healing, casting spells, regenerate, looting dead, using potions, bounties, leveling up. Okay. Okay, it looks like we solved the quest. Describe. Describe. I can spell. Describe what Digimon Casil is. Let's see what it does anything. It's more like a choose your own adventure novel as a game. Oh, it's really neat. I think if you don't mind not having viewers, you would very much enjoy it. I don't mind not having them. Servo's mechanical components, plural for servo. Oh, mechanical components. Oh my gosh. I just wanted... Okay, it's like... Okay, hold on. Let's see what... Let's be on the corner. Just... You can see the visor just so it's smooth. I just want to see if it says a Digimon. It's weird that I called him a Deputymon. They don't describe it. Okay, let me see. Let's get the important stuff here. Casil, they say, voice clipped and neutral, like they're conserving words the same way they conserve energy. Courier, data runner, guide through dead zones when the price is right. They cross their arms and you notice their hands. One organic, one clearly augmented with silver plating that pulses faintly with the same green coat as the cloak. They don't sit back down. Don't invite you to sit either. Just stand there, maintaining their careful distance like they're already calculating exit routes. You're the File City kid Greg was talking about. Not a question. Looking to go back into that mess. Their head tilts slightly. Most refugees want to run away from dead zones. You want to run toward one. Pause. What's worth dying for in that corrupted server ring? So we did get a quest. Say I look into my shoe and find a diamond worth 1 million bits. For some reason, it's not getting, like, I can't ask it to describe stuff. It's like it constantly wants to push the story. What are these? Oh, interesting. Oh. My AC is 4? Oh, look. I have a Retro City leather jacket, which is giving me 3 AC. And I've got pixelated shin guards. That gives me 1 AC. I have a dagger that does 1d4 damage. Awesome. What the hell? Oh, weird NPC relationships. I got Casil and Old Greg. Oh, I know Healing Hands. Oh, what's this? Soul Steel and Channeling. Okay. This sounds like Elder Scrolls stuff. Anyways, so we do have a quest from Casil here. Casil offers a guide through dead zones for a price. Remember, Casil has a secret stash of credits hidden in a rusted crate on the edge of the dead zone. By those who complete the works. Hidden outpost. Okay. What's worth dying for in that corrupted server ring? I need to see if my friends are still alive. The ones that stayed behind. Kind of saying the same thing here. Oh, I got a roll. Ugh. It's saying I'm using investigation to do a skill check. I got a -2 in it. Sweet. And the DC is 10. I got a 10. Oh, with -2. Never mind. Failure. Cool. I don't know what that means. I'm just telling him a thing. I'm just saying. Here, I'm going to move the chat. There we go. But not really worth it to do. Servers are motors that you would generally use for finer movement, like in an arm. Oh, okay. I guess that kind of makes sense if it's located in the shoulder or whatever. Okay, Casil's visor reflects the Digimon's face back at him, distorted, fragmented, like looking through corrupted data. The silence stretches just long enough to be uncomfortable before they speak. Your friends. The words come out flat, clinical. The ones who stayed behind when Foul City collapsed. They don't move closer, but their posture shifts slightly. Weight forward, ready to bolt or strike. You can't tell which. The green code cascading down their cloak pulses faster for just a moment. It'd be interesting if somehow this made this character kind of like similar to us, maybe? Human Digimon thing? I've run supply routes through 17 dead zones. Pulled data fragments from corrupted server rings. Mapped safe paths through glitch storms. Our augmented hand clenches once, silver plating catching the again with the word phosphorescent light. You know what I've never found? Survivors. The tavern noise filters back in. The tavern noise filters back in. Greg polishing glasses with deliberate slowness. A refugee Digimon coughing wetly in the corner. The crackle hum of the data fire. The hazard doesn't leave people behind, kid. It consumes them, turns them into screaming static or worse, hollows them out until they're just walking glitches wearing familiar faces. Casil's head tilts, visor reflecting the crimson glow seeping through the warp windows. But you already know that. You're not asking if they're alive. You're asking if I'll take you there anyway. They cross their arms, waiting. No judgment in their posture, just cold assessment. So what's the offer? I can act as a guard for one of your runs if you help me get into Foul City. Let's see. I'm proposing to persuasion, sweet, DC 8. Oh my gosh. This is just like D&D, failing all my skill checks. Perfect. Oh boy. It's always like a ton of text. You pull out a gun. I would have gotten an advantage then. Let's see. Guard duty. The words come out flat, almost amused. You think I need protection on routes I've run solo for 2 years? I didn't know. They take a half step back, the patchwork cloak rippling with cascading green code. Blah, blah. I don't hire muscle kid. I hire value, credits, data fragments, intel I can trade in the stable zones. Their head tilts. What are you offering as charity with extra steps? Oh, so mean. Behind the bar, Greg sets down a glass with deliberate care, his good eye tracking the exchange. A refugee Digimon in the corner coughs wetly. Oh my god. Same thing. Let's see. Foul City is a dead zone. The hazard. Ray, the voice goes, you want passage? Bring me something worth the risk. Otherwise, find another carrier. They turn toward the door, cloak trailing streams of corrupted code. So we gotta offer him money. He wants the money. Okay. I talk to Greg to find a job to give. Let's see, what is he saying? I'm trying to use the right words here. Credits. I can have enough money to pay Casil. Try that. How much? Oh, I should have done that, Bolty. I'll try to look at your guys. Should have asked that, yeah. It just sounded like he already walked away. I have 4 quests. Hold on. Oh no, never mind. What the heck? Oh. Oh, okay. Greg sets down the glass he's been polishing and leans forward slightly. His good eye fixes on you. Work? He glances at Casil's retreating form, then back to you. You picked an interesting time to ask. Pulls the data slate from beneath the barred surface flickering with corrupted code. Got 3 things that need handling, none of them easy. His augmented finger taps the first entry. Digimon went missing 3 days ago. Ran a small repair shop in the Eastern Commons. Left his tools, his stock, everything. Door was open, no signs of struggle. Just gone. Greg's jaw tightens. His sister is offering 20 credits to anyone who can find out what happened. 30 if you bring him back alive. Scrolls down. Second, supply run to the Netspire district. Medicine mostly. The refugee camp there has been hit with a corrupted data sickness. Fever glitching the works. Routes relatively safe, but you'd be carrying valuable cargo through desperate territory. What? His eyes meet yours. 40 credits on delivery. The medic's name is Bandaimon. Who's that? Who's that? Bandaimon. That's not even a thing. Hold on. No, that's not even a thing. They just... Okay, whatever. Gunimon the dishwasher. Or else I'm going to get the word and best that you can. But what? Is that Mr. Is that the Bill Clinton kid? Who's that? Our devil worshippers. Dude, what is up with Jimmy's coming in here? What the hell? That's got to be the Bill Clinton kid. All right. Did we already get the music? The music stop? Let's start from... Okay. Anyways, the third entry. And there's this. His voice drops. Someone's been sabotaging the water purifiers in the Southern Commons. 3 separate incidents in 2 weeks. Refugees are getting sick. I need someone to stake out the next target and catch whoever's doing it. He taps the slate. 50 credits if you stop them. More if you bring me proof of who hired them. Casil has stopped near the door. visor angled back toward the bar, not turning around, just listening. Get out of here, Casil. Greg slides the slate towards you. Any of those interest you? I'll give you the details, or if you got skills I haven't seen yet, tell me what you're good at. Tell me what... Yeah, washing dishes. Okay, so I think we're going to do Datamon's missing. We don't really have great stealth, so we're definitely not doing the... what is it? Southern Commons, water purifiers. Not doing that. The medicine thing seems interesting, but I don't believe in Bandaimon. That sounds like a fake name. So we're not going to entertain that. So we'll do the Datamon and go talk to his sister. Let's see. Let's do that. I would like to take the job in finding Datamon. Do you know where his sister is located? I don't know how specific I gotta be here. So far, this is really neat. I think this is really entertaining. I wonder if the other worlds, because you could see like Star Wars and Elder Scrolls and I think Elden Ring's world, whatever that one's called. People have worlds that you can create campaigns in. But that was only 700 words we used to describe this place. So I wonder if having a full 3,000, how much different it would be. Just sounds like someone misspelled Band-Aid to get it. All right, Greg's augmented finger taps the data site twice. Datamon's sister is Bandaimon. There's 2 quests? Wait a second. Oh my gosh. Datamon's sister is Bandai. Wait a second. Medicine, Band-Aid. Sister is Bandaimon. She's the medic running the refugee camp at Netspire. He slides the slate closer. The corrupted code flickers across its surface. She's the one offering the reward. 20 credits for information, 30 if you bring him back breathing. He leans back, crossing his arms. Eastern Commons isn't far from here. Maybe a 20-minute walk if you stick to the main data paths. Datamon's shop is called the Fractured Node. Nice. You'll know it by the half-collapsed server tower leaning against the building next door. Place should still be open. Way he left it. Door unlocked, tools scattered like he just stepped out and never came back. Behind you, Casil's visor catches the light. They haven't moved from their spot near the door, but their posture has shifted. Wait slightly forward, listening. The green coat on their cloak pulses in a slow, deliberate rhythm. Dude, what is he doing? Why is he listening on my job? Get out of here. Get out of here. Greg pulls a crumpled piece of data parchment from beneath the bar and sketches a quick map with a stylus. Head east through the commons, past the old server stacks. You'll hit a junction where 3 data paths meet. Take the northern fork. Fractured Node is the 4th building on the left, right across from a burnt-out courier station. Slides the map towards you. Watch yourself. Eastern Commons has been quiet lately. Too quiet. The tavern's data fire crackles, sending orange-white sparks across the scarred tables. The scary tables. Okay, so we need to go. We're not going to go talk to her. We're just going straight towards Datamon's place, the Fractured Node. So we got to go to the Eastern Commons. Let's see. Okay, so this is where I leave the shop heading towards the Eastern Commons. Let's see what this does. You should play a D&D campaign in the D&D universe. Imagine. I can't imagine. Me personally in D&D, I think my favorite theme has always been like horror, like Strahd, Curse of Strahd stuff. I like the spooky stuff. Whoa! The tavern door swings shut behind you, and the glow fades as you step onto the data path. The Eastern Commons stretches ahead, a sprawling maze of rusted server stacks and collapsed data towers. The cracked housings leaking faint green light into the evening air. The main path is clear, though, marked by flickering holographic signs that pulse with corrupted code. This is like a post-apocalyptic Digimon world or something. Kind of like well into like knowing the human world. Like the human world and the digital world are like merging practically. I don't know. Sounds like the civilizations have been like built up. I don't know how I described it. I thought let's see. Let me see something. Surface realms, server continents, kernel zones, dark areas. This just feels like Fallout. Let's see. Main path's clear. You pass a cluster of refugees huddled around a makeshift data fire. Their faces gaunt and eyes hollow. They don't look up as you walk by. The junction Greg mentioned comes into view. 3 data paths meeting in a wide plaza where a massive server stack is toppled onto its side, creating a makeshift shelter. Few Digimon have set up crude stalls beneath it, trading salvaged parts and data fragments. The northern fork is marked by a half-melted holographic arrow, its projection stuttering every few seconds. You take it. The buildings here are more intact. Older construction, pre-hazard. 4th on the left, Greg said. You count them off. A boarded up data vault, a collapsed residential stack, a courier station with its windows blown out, and the scorch marks climbing the walls. And there, the fractured node. A massive server tower leans against the building at a dangerous angle, its glass panels shattered and circuitry exposed like open wounds. The shop's door hangs ajar, swaying slightly in the digital breeze. Side, you can see scattered tools, diagnostic equipment, and the faint glow of active data streams still running through the walls. No signs of struggle, no blood, just absence. The burnt-out courier station across the street is dark, its interior a black void. I wonder why they keep mentioning the courier station. So let me see what kind of... Oh, soul must be magic. Okay. Let me see what skills we've got, and then I'm going to try to tailor it to something we're good at, which I don't think we are. Yeah, adventure, investigation, climbing, aim, and beast mastery, really bad. Let's see. Yeah, we suck at everything here. We could try investigation again. Let's see. So no struggle. They just left, so disappearing. I check for signs of... Oops, I don't know why it's spelled up. Of magic? Signs of, or maybe something more specific. Let's see, what else to describe in here? Pre-hazard, server tower leans toward the building of a tower. I investigate. Whoa, I'm spelling that wrong. I investigate. Investigate the shop to find any notes or letters that might be a clue to where Digimon went to. Left to? Went to? Sure, whatever. I don't know. Oh, good. Investigation again. Shoop. Dude! Holy crap! Dude, is D&D even D&D if you fail all the time? What is that? There's gotta be some success. This DM sucks. Shouldn't be telling me the DC. Give me the illusion that I'm doing good. Let's see. The fractured node is a mess of scattered parts and half-finished repairs. Your search through the chaos turns up nothing useful. Drawers full of mismatched components. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. No notes, no letters. Nothing that explains where Digimon went or why. You're about to check the back room when someone catches your eye, or something catches your eye. Small data fragment sitting on the edge of the workbench. Its surface pulsing with a faint amber light. A small data fragment. Okay, it's different from the other salvage scattered around. Deliberate, like it was left there on purpose. Before you can reach it, a voice cuts through the silence. Wouldn't touch that if I were you. Digimon steps out from behind the leaning server tower. Lean frame, pale circuitry, tattoos running down their arms, eyes that flicker with a soft healing light. They're wearing a medic satchel across their chest, and their posture is tense, guarded. Is this the sister? Is this Bandaimon? You're not the first person to come looking for my brother. Their voice is soft but edged with suspicion, and you're definitely not the first to go through his things without asking. They take a step closer, keeping their distance while watching you carefully. I'm Bandaimon, Datamon's sister, and unless you got a good reason for breaking onto his shop, I suggest you start talking. Brighter this time. We can say Greg sent me here. I am trying to find your brother, Datamon. I mean you no harm. Yeah, the problem is my strengths is more fighting. So brawling, one-handed, two-handed. I do have acrobatics, so I can flip around and stuff like that. I've got a little bit of magic in me. And then I can intimidate and barter. So I guess I gotta be a little bit meaner. Healing light in Bandaimon's eyes flicker as she processes your words. Her posture shifts, still guarded, but the tension in her shoulders. Hold on, is it hold on, let me see something. Band-Aid Mon? No, Band-Aid. Let's see, Digimon? There's something that like. Oh, no, there's a bandage. Okay. Okay, Greg sent you. She says it like she's testing the weight of the statement. That means you're either desperate or stupid enough to take a job in the Eastern Commons. Her gaze flicks to the data fragment on the workbench, then back to you. My brother's been missing for 3 days. No note, no warning, just gone. She takes another step closer. Her medic satchel is shifting against her hip. The last person who came looking for him tried to steal his research. Said they were helping. Turned out they were working for a data scrapper gang out of the waste. Her fingers brush the edge of her satchel. Not threatening, but ready. So here's what I need to know. Did Greg tell you why I'm offering a reward, or did he just tell you there's credits involved? The data fragment pulses again, casting amber light across the scattered tools. Outside the burnt-out courier station across the street remains dark and silent. She's waiting for an answer, her healing light steady but watchful. So here's what I knew. Did Greg tell you why you're offering a reward? Because you want to find him alive. You are offering an award because you want to find your brother. You are offering more credits if we can get, if I can bring him back alive. Kind of weird. Does make sense for getting one. Yeah. I think persuasion maybe should have been a little bit more, but I guess intimidation's not bad. Your brother. Kind of weird that they're asking. Right about healing light steady, something shifts in her expression, not trust but recognition, like you passed the first test. So Greg did tell you. She crosses her arms. Let's see. She moves to the workbench, picking up the amber data fragment with careful fingers. Pulse is brighter in her hand, casting warm light across her face. Datamon was working on something before he disappeared. A data purification algorithm. Something that could stabilize corrupted code without wiping it completely. Revolutionary stuff. If it worked. Her voice drops. 3 days ago, he told me he'd found a breakthrough. Said he needed to test it somewhere with heavy corruption. Told him not to go alone. She sets the fragment back down, harder than necessary. He went anyway. Bandaimon turns to face you fully, her healing light flickering with something that might be grief or anger, or both. The reward's 150 credits if you find him. 300 if you bring him back alive. She pauses. I run a refugee camp in the Netspire district. I see what the hazard does to people every day. My brother wanted to fix it. I just want him home. She gestures to the data fragment. That's key to his last known location, Eastern Waste, near the old server farms. It's bad out there. Glitch Digimon, data scrappers, worse things. Her eyes meet yours. You still want the job? Yes, I want the job. I will bring him back alive. So again, this is really neat. I do like this. I think this is super cool. Very interesting. This is like what AI should be doing. Not stealing stuff and generating stuff based off stolen stuff. It'd be cool if it was a little snappier and maybe, you know, it is cool there's so much description to it. But maybe like a way to maybe condense it a bit more. Because it does repeat itself sometimes. Constantly talking about her healing light. Okay. Bandaimon's healing light flickers, surprise, and something warmer. Relief, maybe. Like she'd been bracing for you to walk away. You mean it, not a question. She studies your face for a moment longer, then nods once decisive. Alright, then we do this properly. She picks up the amber data fragment again, turning it over in her palm. The light pulses in rhythm with her own circuitry. This fragment is key to Datamon's personal signal. It leads you to where he was 3 days ago, near the old server farms in Eastern Waste. After that, she trails off, jaw tight. It kind of repeats itself the way it describes things too, the constant jaw tight. After that, you follow the trail. Bandaimon sets the fragment down on the edge of the workbench, closer to you now. The wastes are bad, worse than the comments. Glitch Digimon just don't attack, they hunt. And the data scrappers out there, they're not looking for salvage anymore. They're looking for anything that might help them survive another day. She adjusts her medic satchel, fingers brushing the worn leather. I can't go with you. The camp needs me. Too many refugees coming in from the outer rings. But if you find him, her voice catches just for a second. If you find him alive, tell him his sister's waiting. Tell him I'm not angry. Just tell him to come home. The shop feels quieter now. Outside the burnt out carrier station casts long shadow. Dude, that burnt out, that thing is sitting out there waiting for me to penetrate it. It wants me to go inside. I don't understand why it keeps talking about this place. Bandaimon, meet your eyes. You'll need supplies. I can spare some med patches. 3, maybe 4. And if you need a guide through the waste, Casil's your best bet. He runs courier routes out of the eastern edge. Won't do it for free, but he knows the safe paths. She paused and adds softer, thank you for saying yes. Dude, she wants me to go back to Casil? Okay, we might have to do that. Okay. Can you spare some med patches? That would be helpful. Help. Oh, I can spell. Helpful. We need some items. We need some items. Can't be doing this. I think we only have one healing item. Here, she sets him on the workbench. 4 patches. So stabilize corrupted data or seal physical wounds. Oh, item picked up. Amber data fragment and med patches. So we did pick up the data fragment. That's super cool. Let's see if we can see that in our inventory. Yeah, consumables. Let's see. Med patch. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. Translucent amber data fragment humming with faint electrical charge. Threads of code spiraling inward. That's super dope. Okay, so mix up the Ember data fragment. This is key to Datamon. Okay. Once you're in the waste, follow the light. Fragment feels warm in your hand. Datamon steps back, arms crossing over a medic satchel. Casil runs courier routes from the eastern edge. Look for a Digimon with a silver visor and a patchwork data cloak. He'll charge you, probably 50 credits, maybe more, but he knows the safe paths through the corruption zones. Okay, it sounds like we need to go get him. Now, how much money did we have? I don't think it was 50. Let's see. Oh, Bandaimon is trusting us. Or she trusts us. Let's see. Where's the money? Where's the money at? 15 crowns. So that must be the money. Dude, we don't have enough. How does they want me to go talk to him, but I can't do anything? Someone's courier routes from the eastern edge. Look for Digimon silver visor credits. So she really wants us to talk to Casil, your best bet. You know what? We're not gonna do it. Screw Casil. We don't have enough money for that. Okay, so we need to go to the last spot. Let's see what this is looking like. So we got the quest. Datamon's missing. It's weird that we have like a couple quests here that kind of say the same stuff. But anyways, let's just go directly to where he was last at. The old server farms in the eastern wastes. Leave the shop and head towards Datamon's last known location using the, let's see, what is that thing called? Amber data fragment. Using the amber data fragment. I kind of want to see fighting and stuff like that too. If that's like, I feel like we're just gonna die though, because I've yet to succeed on anything. Would be thinking. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it's pulling us towards where we need to glow. The glow intensifies as you move, darting between the collapsed server towers and rusted diagnostic equipment. It's like following a heartbeat. Each step toward the edge of the commons makes the light pulse faster, brighter, till you're standing at the boundary where the flickering holographic signs give way to something darker. The eastern wastes stretch before you, a sprawl of dead server farms and corrupted data fields. Their surfaces writhing with glitch code. The air tastes like ozone and burnt circuits. Interesting. In the distance, massive server towers lean at impossible angles, half consumed by static storms that roll across the horizon like living things. The fragment pulls harder now, its light cutting through the haze. You can see the trail, faint phosphorescent footprints in the data stone, leading deeper into the waste. 3 days old, Bandai said. The prints are already half dissolved by corruption. A low growl echoes from somewhere in the ruins. Something moves between the server stacks, too far to make out. But the fragment's glow flickers in response, warning maybe, or recognition. The safe path Bandai mentioned isn't visible from here. Just the trail and the waste and the fragment pulling you forward. So the problem is I should have said I'm really great at investigation, because that's going to be probably our main role for a while. And we suck at it. I could say, how does combat work? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll have to see. I mean, it sounds like we're about to get into something. How about this? I parkour. There we go. I parkour through the ruins and follow the light's path. I try to avoid whatever is making that noise. Let's see if let's see if this does anything. Trying to use, oh, see, we didn't have to roll. What the heck? Trying to use my acrobatics. What the heck? Data fragments pulse quickens as you vault over a collapsed server rack. Your boots finding purchase on the cracked stone. The phosphorescent trail cuts through the ruins ahead, faint but visible, leading deeper into the waste where the air shimmers with corruption. You angle left, using a half-collapsed transmission tower as cover. The growl echoes again. Closer now, somewhere between the server stacks to your right. Whatever it is, it hasn't spotted you yet. The fragment flares brighter, pulling you forward. The trail leads through a narrow gap between two massive data towers, their surfaces crawling with glitch code. Beyond them, you can make out what looks like an old server farm. Rows of rusted equipment stretching into the haze, half buried in corrupted data fields. The meat farms. Something moves in your peripheral vision, a shadow, low to the ground, circling wide around your position. The fragment's light flickers, not warning this time. Recognition, like it's reacting to whatever's out there. The phosphorescent footprints continue through the gap, 3 days old and fading fast. If you're going to follow Datamon's trail, it's now or never. Behind you, the Eastern Commons feels impossibly far away. Ahead, the server farm waits in silence. So wait a second, something moves in your peripheral vision, a shadow, low to the ground, circling wide around your position. I'm going to yell at it. We're intimidating. I yell at the shadow that is hunting us. Oh, us. Me. Wait, us. There's not plural. I yell at the shadow that is hunting me. I try to intimidate it. To scare it away. Let's see. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, it could be. Intimidation. Here we go. Oh, good. Woo, we did it. Our first successful roll. Let's see what happens. Watch it be Datamon. Shadow freezes mid-stalk, its form rippling like corrupted data caught in a processing loop. Your voice echoes off the server stacks, loud, defiant, cutting through the static haze of the wastes. For a heartbeat, nothing moves. Then the shadow shifts, not retreating, repositioning. The circle's wider, staying low behind a half-collapsed data tower. You catch a glimpse of its silhouette, a quadrupedal lean with jagged edges where its code phrased into the air, corrupted, but not mindless. It's calculating. The amber fragment in your head pulses faster, brighter. The phosphorescent trail ahead flares in response, like it's reacting to the creature's presence, or maybe warning you. Is it freaking Datamon? What is going on? The shadow stops circling. It's directly between you and the trail now, crouched behind a rusted server stack. You can hear it breathing, a low glitching rasp that sounds like grinding metal and static feedback. It doesn't attack, doesn't run, just watches. The fragment tugs at your palm toward, yep, the server. Okay, I'm going to say, I speak to this shadow creature. I ask if it is Datamon. Okay, see Bolty, appreciate ya. Yeah, technically he does have 4 legs, yeah. Datamon digivolved to someone. I'm sorry, Agunimon. There are no canon evolutions here. I turned into something else. The corruption got to me. Shadow doesn't move, doesn't growl, just watches from behind the server rack. Its corrupted form flickering like a bad signal. Then it speaks. Datamon? The voice is glitched, layered like multiple recordings playing at once. Was Datamon's work. Fragment. Test. The creature steps into view and you can see clearly now a quadrupedal construct. Half digital, half something else. It's code phrased at the edges, but there's intelligence in its movements. Purpose. He left me here. 3 days. Told me to wait, guard the trail. Tilts its head, studying you. The amber fragment in your hand pulses brighter, and the creature's form stabilizes slightly, like the fragment is anchoring it. You have his signal, his sister's key. The phosphorescent trail glows brighter behind the creature, leading deeper into the server farm. He went that way, into the old processing core. Said if someone came with the key, they could follow. The creature's voice drops to a rasp. The core is corrupted, unstable. Things hunt there. Worse than me. Backs away from the trail, giving you space. Not hostile, not friendly, just waiting to see what you'll do. I'm going to ask it to come with me. You should... I ask the creature... its name? And then I ask it if it wants to come with me to find Digimon. Let's see. I don't know why I did a question on the first part. Hopefully that doesn't confuse it. Construct form stabilizes slightly as you speak. Corrupted edges sharpening into something almost coherent. It tilts its head, processing, calculating. Name? The layered voice crackles. I am Testmon. Okay. Fragment of Datamon's work. Guardian protocol. Takes a step closer. Phosphorescent light reflecting. This is like a OC wet dream right now. Dudes, I need fan art of what is going on right now. I need Bandai-mon. I need Testmon. Let's see. Takes a step closer. Phosphorescent light reflecting off his fractured code. You want to find him? Yes, he went deep into the old processing core. The creature's voice drops to a warning rasp. 3 days, no signal since. The core hunts anything that enters. Testmon circles you once, studying the amber fragment in your hand. That key will guide you, but alone? Stops locking eyes with you. You will be corrupted, torn apart. The core does not forgive. The creature sits waiting as form flickers with unstable code, but there's something almost expectant in its posture. I was made to guard, to wait, to guide those with the key. Weird. A pause. If you go, I go. That was my purpose, to bring the key bearer to Digimon. The phosphorescent trail pulses brighter behind it, leading deeper into the server farm. The static comes louder. Testmon doesn't move, just watches you with those glitched, intelligent eyes, waiting for your answer. Waiting for my answer? He didn't ask anything. I tell Testmon that I am headed towards the old processing core. Ask Testmon to assist me. Best I can do is a stick figure. It's still better than any I heard. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I have to roll persuasion. Sweet. Come on, baby. Come on. What is up with these rolls? These small rolls, dude. I need a different D20. That D20 is going into dice jail. What is going on? So dumb. How do I go backwards? How do I cheat and go backwards? So dumb. Yes, that was measures to guide the key bearer. Let's see. Oh, what did that say? Oh, there was something that popped up. That's me to follow, but you do not understand what waits in the old processing core. 3 days. Digimon went alone. Okay, blah, blah, blah. You carry this key. If I get you will die, and my person fails. Show me you can survive. Prove you're strong enough to reach him. Then I will take you to the old processing core. The trophy. What? What? Wait, if I guide you now, you will die, and my purpose fails. It waits. Show me you can survive. Prove you are strong enough to reach him. Then I will take you to the... Prove? How? Let's see. Dude, I don't... How can I asked Testmon, how can I prove to you that I am strong? More persuasion? I'm just asking a question. DC 5? Okay, oh my god. Just asking a question. Am I supposed to fight it? The core does not care about words. It hunts, corrupts. Oh, wait. The construct circles you once. Move that. Testmon voice drops to a flat command. Lift it. Clear the path. It's not a request. The rack is massive. Rusted metal and twisted circuitry. Easily 300 pounds of dead weight. The kind of thing that would take 2 people to shift. Maybe 3. Testmon sits watching you with a glitched eyes waiting. If you cannot move what blocks the path here, you will not survive what blocks the path in the core. Okay. So we need to move. We gotta prove our literal strength. The rack. I muster all my strength to move the rack. Right? No roll. Automatic success? Maybe? Dude, this machine is like, push that thing. Then you'll be strong enough. Okay. Bet. Oh, server rack groans as you plant your feet and heave. Metal screams against corrupted data stone, rust flaking off in sheets. Your muscles burn, but the weight shifts. First an inch, then a foot. Freedom units. I like it. Then the whole mass topples sideways with a thunderous crash that echoes through the server farm. Uh-oh. Testmon's glitched eyes flicker. The construct rises, circling the cleared path once, then stops in front of you. Strong enough. The layered voice carries something almost like approval. You can move what blocks the way. Perhaps you could survive what hunts in the core. Phosphorus and trail behind Testmon. Yep. Then I will guide you to the old processing core. Testmon tilts his head towards the glowing path. But understand, Datamon went prepared. He knew the dangers. He has not returned. Follow. Stay close. The core hunts anything that enters alone. If you fall behind, I cannot protect you. The path ahead winds through collapsed racks and pulls the corrupted data heading towards... Okay. I follow Testmon into the old processing core. I just want to fight just to see what it's like. Maybe level up. Processing core. Okay, here we go. The old processing core looms ahead. A massive chamber carved from corrupted server racks, walls pulsing with unstable code that bleeds phosphorescent light through cracked metal. The air thickens with a static as Testmon leads you through the final stretch of twisted circuitry. Then the construct stops. Its form flickers violently, glitched eyes scanning the entrance. Wait. The layered voice drops to a warning rasp. Something is wrong. The phosphorescent trail you've been following, the one that should lead to Datamon, splits. One path continues deeper into the core, pulsing steady and bright. The other veers left, flickering erratically, disappearing into a collapsed section of the chamber. You're telling me Datamon has been split apart? Testmon's code destabilizes, static crackling louder. The signal, it divides. This should not be possible. The construct circles once, processing. Either Datamon moved or something is mimicking his signature. Ooh, scary. Both paths glow faintly in the darkness. The steady trail leads towards the core's heart, where the hunting entities Testmon warned about are most active. The flickering path leads into unstable territory, collapsed, dangerous, but potentially less guarded. Testmon waits, watching you with those glitched, anxious eyes. Choose. I will follow. I don't know. I guess I would rather go to the flickering one, I think. Even though that does sound bad, because so far the... we could just do some fighting. I don't mind that, actually. Let's force the fighting. Let's see. I go down the path. Let's see. Core's heart. Okay. Path towards the core's heart. Whoa, that's a lot of... All right. Holy cow. Oh, something updated on Datamon's missing, I think. All right. The steady path pulses ahead, leading deeper into the core's heart. You move forward, and Tessmon follows without hesitation, its fractured form stabilizing slightly as you commit to the choice. The phosphorescent trail brightens with each step, guiding you through collapsed server racks and pools of corrupted data. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Like the core itself is watching. Then you hear it. A low hum. Rhythmic and deliberate. Not the chaotic crackle of corruption, but something organized, purposeful. Tessmon stops, glitch eyes scanning ahead. That sound. The layered voice carries recognition. That is Datamon's work. His purification algorithm. Digimon? Hell yeah. We're doing some Digimon D&D. So that's DDD. Triple D. Better than double. Anyways, let's see. The path opens into a wider chamber. Server racks towards on both sides are surfaces crawling with unstable code, and there, in the center, a makeshift workstation, jury-rigged terminals, scattered tools, and a single figure hunched over a flickering screen. Wiry frame, soot-stained visor, perpetual grin even while focused. Datamon. He doesn't look up. His hands move rapidly across the terminal, fingers dancing through holographic code. The hum intensifies and the corrupted data around him recoils, pushed back by invisible barriers. 3 days. Datamon mutters to himself, voice tight with exhaustion. 3 days and it's still not stable. The core adapts faster than I can compensate. Tessmon's form flickers. Datamon. The construct's voice carries relief and urgency. You are alive. Datamon's hands freeze. His head snaps up, visor glinting in the phosphorescent light. For a moment, he just stares at Tessmon, then at you. You? His grin falters. You actually came into the core. Why would you... He stops processing. Tessmon brought you, which means you proved you're strong enough. He stands slowly, favoring his left leg. His data cloak is torn. Circuitry exposed and flickering. You shouldn't be here. The hunting entities. They'll detect you any moment now. As if on cue, the static shifts. The corrupted code on the server racks pulses, reshaping, forming. Tessmon's glitched eyes widen. They know we are here. this is actually pretty cool. Now, I don't know if this story is stolen or like taken from somewhere and then just repurposed with keywords, right? Like this is just something that exists and then we just replace all the different nouns and things like that with our own stuff. Now, if this is actually generated in a way that is not stealing, that'd be pretty dope. This is pretty cool. I do like the way the story is being told. It's pretty cool. But it's probably stolen from somewhere, but we'll see. That's the only thing I don't like about AI. It's so specific. This story is like, unless AI is doing its job and just making it up on the spot, but who knows? Let's see. Corrupted and silver forming. Okay, so I pull out my dagger and get ready for a fight. Okay. It's time to duel. Uh-oh. There were some little messages that popped up. Interesting. Your dagger flashes free, blade catching the phosphorescent light. The movement is sharp, practice ready. Datamon's eyes lock onto the weapon. His grin vanishes. Oh no. He takes a step back. Hands raised. You don't understand. Drawing a weapon here is like ringing a dinner bell. Uh-oh! Datamon's eyes lock onto the weapon. His grin vanishes. Oh no. He takes a step back. You don't understand. Drawing a weapon here. Oh, sorry. I read that already. Blah, blah, blah. Static. Let's see. The corrupted code on the server rack surges. The static sharpens into something hungry. Shapes begin forming in the darkness. Angular, predatory, built from unstable data, malicious intent. Tessmon's form flickers violently. He's right. The entities, they detect aggression. They hunt threats. Oh no! Datamon's voice drops, urgent. What if it was like a knife for spreading butter? What if it was a butter knife? Is that aggressive? Datamon's voice drops, urgent and tight. Put it away, now, or we're all dead in the next 30 seconds. The shapes circle closer, their forms half materialize, waiting. The hum of Datamon's purification algorithm stutters, barriers weakening under the sudden pressure. Datamon's eyes dart between you and the approaching entities. Your choice, but if you want to fight, you better be ready for all of them at once. No! I'll put it away. I put away my dagger quickly. It sounds like these entities are forming from the data code around. So like they're slowly forming and these things are just part of the code or something. But they just, it's like this place is a living thing and that these entities, put away dagger quickly, yeah. Dagger vanishes back into your jacket with practice speed. The blade disappeared before Datamon's next breath. The effect is immediate. The corrupted shapes freeze mid-formation, their angular forms flickering uncertainly. The static drops from a razor-sharp whine to a low, frustrated hum. The hunting entities haven't dispersed. They're still there, lurking in the darkness between server racks, but they've stopped closing in. Datamon exhales hard, shoulders dropping. Smart. His hands are still raised, trembling slightly. Very smart. He lowers them slowly. Eyes darting to the shadows where the entities wait. They're still tracking us, but without active aggression, they won't commit to an attack. Not yet. Tessmon's form stabilizes. Glitched eyes scanning the perimeter. The algorithm holds. Barely. Datamon nods, wiping sweat from his visor. 3 days of work and it's hanging by corrupted threads. He looks at you properly now, assessing. You proved your strength to Tessmon. You got this far, and you just showed restraint when most would have doubled down. His grin returns, thin and exhausted. So maybe you're not here to make things worse. He gestures to his makeshift workstation where holographic code flickers across jury-rigged terminals. The core is adapting faster than I can compensate. The purification algorithm needs recalibration every few hours, or the entities break through and tear everything apart, including us. I can't hold this alone much longer. I ask Datamon what I can do to help. Datamon's eyes track your movement as you step closer to his workstation. The exhaustion in his face doesn't fade. Help? He lets out a short, bitter laugh. Yeah, I could use that. He gestures to the flickering terminal's holographic code cascading across 3 jury-rigged screens. The algorithm needs constant recalibration. Every time the core adapts, I have to compensate. Problem is, he taps one screen and a cascade of corrupted data flares red. It's adapting faster than I can work. Tessmon's form stabilizes slightly. Okay, the entities will breach in approximately 4 hours if the current degradation continues. Degradation? Datamon nods grimly. 4 hours, maybe less. He looks at you properly now. You know anything about data purification, code manipulation, even basic terminal work? He doesn't wait for an answer. His hands are already moving, pulling up a secondary interface. If you can monitor the corruption patterns on this terminal and flag spikes above threshold, I can focus on the recalibration. It's not complicated. Just watch the readings and shout when they hit red. He meets your eyes. Can you do that? Because if this algorithm fails, those hunting entities outside, they'll tear through here in minutes, and we'll all be data fragments. Of course, Datamon. I'm an expert. I could do that. I tell Datamon that I can help him monitor the corruption patterns. Persuasion. Sweet. Dude, why am I rolling so poorly every time? Come on. I can't even roll above a 10 most of the time. Please. We're going to be dead because I can't roll. Holy crap. Dude, my persuasion has gone up, though. So that's kind of dope. Oh my gosh. Shaking my shoulders tense as you step towards the terminal. Monitor corruption patterns. That's not how this works. It is. You just told me that. You just told me that. Hold on. What did you say? If you can monitor the corruption patterns. Yeah. That's what I did. Whatever. Takes a breath. Look, I appreciate the offer, really, but this isn't something you can just watch. Even recalibration is different. Every spike needs a custom response. Okay, whatever. Right. Unless you've got experience with data purification algorithms, the best you can give me those insights from breaking through while asleep. The best help you can give me is keeping those entities outside from breaking through while I sleep. I agree to help. I'm just going to do this. Help Digimon with his sleep. I know. Dude, there's always, like in D&D specifically, there's always like that one skill that you need, at least in the party, someone needs it. And it's usually perception. And it kind of sucks that so many roles are perception. Where in this game, it kind of feels like maybe investigation and persuasion is pretty important. Agumon agrees to help Digimon sleep. You'll guard the perimeter? His voice cracks slightly. Just keep them out while I sleep. He doesn't wait for confirmation. His fingers dance across the holographic interface one last time. 4 hours. He steps back from the workstation, swings slightly. Maybe 6 if the core behaves. If you see those entities forming shapes, angular, corrupted, don't engage. Just make noise. Loud noise. Disrupts their pattern recognition. Oh. I will monitor the algorithm's degradation rate. Alert protocols remain active. Let's see. He collapses onto the cot without ceremony. Within seconds, his breathing evens out. The deep, immediate sleep of someone who's been running on fumes. The core hums around you, waiting. Okay, so to help him, what do we need to do? Guard the perimeter. We'll guard the perimeter. Okay. I leave the room to guard the perimeter. Ooh, I can't even spell it. Perimeter. Leave the room to guard the perimeter. Keeping an eye out for the entities. I tuck Digimon in, kiss his forehead, give him a warm bottle of milk, and say night-night. Step out of the core chamber, boots crunching on scattered debris. The corridor beyond stretches into darkness, lit only by the occasional flicker of corrupted data streams. Let's see, your perception check catches movement before it fully forms. 30 feet down the corridor, phosphorescent code begins to coalesce, angular fragments assembling into something predatory. The hunting entity takes shape slowly, testing the space. Form flickers between states, quadrupedal one moment, serpentine the next. That's kind of neat. Hasn't locked onto you yet. The thing moves in stuttering patterns, scanning the corridor with corrupted sensory algorithms. Behind you, the core chamber's entrance glows faintly amber. Digimon's algorithm holding steady for now. The entity shifts again, elongating. Its attention sweeps closer to your position. So it said, he said, the cascading, let's see. If you see those entities forming shapes, angular, corrupted, don't engage. Just make noise. Okay, so is that what it said? Code begins to coalesce. Angular fragments assembling into something predatory. Okay, so I yell at the entity to, and let's see, I'm going to use the word to disrupt their pattern recognition. No roll. No roll to yell. I just want to like complete a quest, do a battle, do something. Something meaningful. Your voice cuts through the corridor, sharp, sudden, raw sound that shatters the predatory rhythm. The entity flinches. Its form stutters mid-coalesce, angular fragments scattering like startled birds. The phosphorescent glow fractures in a dozen small points of light. Okay, watch it happen in real time. Tries to reassemble, but you're just running bar. The entity drifts backwards, sensories recalibrating. It's still there. Still dangerous, but no longer locked onto something specific. Behind you, Datamon's breathing. Their code begins to drift towards the end away from present enough, like just resetting targets. The static hum drops an octave. Your threat dissolves into darkness. For now, the perimeter is yours. I keep guard until Datamon wakes back up. Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, you patrol the corridor, crouch a stream pulse. Okay, each time the hunting algorithm scatters like turtles' prey. Behind you, Datamon's breathing remains steady. 3 hours in, your perception catches something different. The static hum shifts, drops an octave. The amber glow from the core chamber flickers brighter, then stabilizes. Datamon's algorithm finding its rhythm without constant intervention. Holding. 4 hours. The first gray light of dawn filters through cracks in the facility's upper levels. Corrupted sunlight that turns everything the color of old data. Movement behind you. Footsteps. Datamon emerges from the core chamber. Hair disheveled. Face less haggard. He blinks at you standing guard, then at the corridor, empty except for fading traces of disrupted code. You actually stayed. His voice carries genuine surprise. The whole time? He moves to the workstation, fingers already dancing across holographic displays. The cascading code shows fewer red flares now. Still corrupted, still dangerous, but manageable. The algorithm held. First time in 3 days I didn't wake up to emergency alerts. How many entities? He hands pause over the interface. How many entities? Let's see. Every 20 minutes. So every 20 minutes? So that means 3 per hour? So 12? There were about 12 entities. Oh wait, I did that wrong. 16. Oh my god. My math. 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh my god. Ah! I lied! Why my math? 3, 6. Wait, 3. No, maybe I did that right. No? 3, 6, 9. Why am I doing math wrong? 20, 3, 4. Maybe I did it right. 12? I don't know. I need more coffee. Digimon looks up from the holographic display. 12. He exhales slowly. You disrupted 12 hunting algorithms in 4 hours. 3, 6, 9, 12. Maybe I did do the math right. Pulls up a secondary display. Patterns. Most people would have tried to fight him. Triggered the whole nest. You just made noise. Broke their pattern recognition. Datamon saves the current algorithm state. The amber glow stabilizing to a steady pulse. The core's holding. Algorithm stable enough I could monitor it remotely for a few hours. Kept me alive, kept the work alive. Gestures towards the facility exit. Let's get out of here before the next wave forms. I need real food, and you need actual rest. The workstation chimes softly. Corruption levels holding steady. He's leaving? Okay. I take data, or I follow Datamon out of the core. What about Testmon? Step out of the core chamber and Digimon follows close behind. Digimon pauses at the facility. I've got remote monitoring set up. If corruption spikes, I'll know. But for the first time in 3 days, I'm not running on emergency protocols. There's a supply cache about 20 minutes northeast. Not much, but it's got rations and clean water. For that, I need to figure out how to thank you properly. Okay. We head out towards the supply cache. It'd be interesting if this quest is somehow tied to the overarching, like, story of this digital hazard. You know, somehow his work can somehow fix it. I'm not sure. I don't know how involved the story gets. You move northeast through the eastern wastes. The corrupted landscape shifts. Okay. 20 minutes in, Digimon stops at a partially collapsed diagnostic station. Not much. Okay, so they find it. Core's holding. Remote monitoring shows stable. But we need to talk about what happens next. The algorithm won't hold forever without recalibration. The morning stretches quiet around you. No hunting algorithms, no corrupted entities. Just two survivors sharing supplies in a dead facility. I asked Datamon if he could come back to... Let's see. Trying to remember what they called that spire. Oh, we can just, if he could come back to the city, or if he could come back, Bandai ask and tell him that Bandai sent me. Persuasion, sweet. There we go. All right, second success of the day. I think third, second. But what happened to Tessmon? Tessmon just sitting there? Just chilling at the facility now? Datamon finishes chewing. Bandamon sent you, he says it flat, testing the weight of the words. His fingers tap against his wrist display, then stop. My sister doesn't ask for help, she demands it. He stands brushing dust from his pants. She's probably been losing her mind for 3 days. Thought I was... she's probably been losing her mind for 3 days, thought I was dead or worse. Knowing her, she already tried to organize a rescue party and got told no. Yeah, I'll come back. He taps his wrist display again. Algorithm's holding. I can monitor from File City just as well as here. What? From File City? What? I guess the whole place is called File City, but... And there's sectors in it that are safe, but... From what I'm understanding, it was... Huh, okay. Yeah, maybe the whole city, and we just live in a safe part of it. Let's see. Starts packing. She'll want to know everything. The core of the entity's algorithm. And she'll want to know who kept me alive long enough to finish the work. Okay, we head back to... yeah. We head back to File City. To meet up with Bandaimon. It could be. It could be. Because I could have sworn I made File City its own thing. Oh dang, Datamon is super grateful. The eastern way stretches southwest before you. Digimon just his pack. 2 hours if we can keep a decent pace. She'll be at the fractured node. Oh, how does he know that? That's where she sets up when she's waiting for news. Close enough to the net spire refugee camp. Okay, that one actually, okay, it does make sense. That's where she sets up when she's waiting for news. Close enough to the net spire refugee camp to coordinate, but isolated enough to think. Okay. He pauses, looking back toward the old processing core one last time. 3 days, mutters. She must have been going insane. Knowing Bandit should probably try to... Okay, he's kind of repeating the same stuff. That's clear for us with a reunion 3 days overdue. Okay, yes. We continue towards File City and head into the fractured node. Oh, wait. I want to see something really quick. I ask Datamon what will happen to Testmon. Not many humans can do that. Our pal Testmon. What the heck? Oh my gosh. 2 hour trek passes. Well, cities. Dude, they don't even talk about it. What? Well, cities outright on view. The fractured. Digimon stops at the threshold. Dude, it totally ignored my prompt. The soon to be adopted goblin. I wish. Dude, it just ignored it. It didn't even want my prompt. What the hell? Uh-oh. Pushes the door open. The interior is chaos, but the space is empty. Datamon's expression shifts immediately, concerning replace exhaustion. He moves to the console, fingers flying across the interface. She was here. Recent activity log shows. 2 hours ago, she left for the Netspire refugee camp. Something's wrong. She wouldn't leave the node during a search operation unless it was urgent. Uh-oh. We go to the Netspire refugee camp. We might have to go unhinged here in a second just to see if it actually causes something. Because Datamon did not care about Testmon. Fragmon. Wait, who are these people? Who's Fragmon? Seeing Agumon's amber fragment glow, Fragmon feels a cautious curiosity, hoping the newcomer might help complete its long-awaited task. Who the hell is Fragmon? Admiring? Casil is admiring me from the darkness? Anyways. Let's see. Oh. We can go back. Gotta get more music. Here. What kind of music do we got? We got the lo-fi. Okay, let's see here. Digimon moves faster. Closer to Digimon huddle near a central medical station. Most bearing visible corruption scars. If you look up as you pass, eyes tracking Datamon. There. Datamon stops abruptly, pointing toward a larger shelter. Lean Digimon with pale circuitry tattoos. Yep. She sees Datamon and freezes. 3 days, her voice cuts through the ambient noise. 3 days and you show up with strangers instead of sending word you were alive. Wait, strangers? Okay, so this is at the beginning when we were going to do this. I did say that this thing has a bad memory, and I can't believe it's already doing it. 3 days and you show up with strangers instead of sending word you were alive. Datamon takes a step forward. The core, she interrupts, ignoring his attempt at explanation. Her eyes shift to you, calculating. You're the ones I sent the fragment to. What? I don't know. Like, it doesn't even... What is this prompt? I tell Bandai that I have returned Datamon and that I ask her for my reward. Persuasion? What do you mean? This is the quest. Literally did the thing. $22 out of 90 rounds. Let's see here. Quest complete. Let's go. Perfect. How much money did I get? I did. Ooh, I got 100. Wait, he said 300. It was 300 if he was alive. What do you mean? It only gave me 150. What do you mean? Okay. Let's see. 3 days. The chip hovers in her hand waiting. What does that even mean? No, I tell Bandaimon that the deal was 300 credits for finding him alive. No persuasion there. I think. Oh, never mind. What? So I got a data chip or something. Benjamin's hand was 300. The deal was 150 for finding him alive or dead. She glanced. What? What do you mean? No. Hold on. What? Does this show completed? You found him. You brought him back. That's what I'm paying for. Okay, Ben. I don't care. She goes off. Look at her focus. Looked on you. You want 300? Tell me what you did that's worth double. You brought my brother back. That's worth something, but I ran a refugee camp, not a data vault. Every credit I spend is one less med patch, one less diagnosis scan. Her eyes don't leave yours. What? This is weird. So far, some of the stuff, I think it's because it's losing its memory or something. I take the chip from her hand. If that's what this is like. This is what has the credits. I already got the credits. I don't know what I'm taking. Maybe it's a potato chip. Maybe she wants me to have a nice Lay's chip. Sour cream and onion. What? Ooh, wait a second. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this stuff is weird. It's kind of like it's losing itself. Gunimon's hand closes around the data chip before Bandai-mon can react. Her fingers snap shut on empty air, eyes widening, not with fear, but with cold calculation. The chip pulses warm against your palm. 300 credits, exactly what you asked for. Bandai-mon's arms stays extended for a heartbeat, then drops to her side. Her jaw works silently, fury bleeding into something rawer. Betrayal, maybe, or just exhaustion finally catching up. The refugee camp has gone silent. Every Digimon near the medical station watches, eyes flickering with static. She stops voice out, you just took it. Datamon shifts beside her. Bandai, I told you, they kept me alive in the core, the hunting entities. I don't care. She cuts him off without looking at him, her focus locked on you. I was going to pay you. The deal was 150 for finding him. I was going to give you 300 because you brought him back alive. Ah! Voice cracks slightly, but you didn't wait. You didn't trust me. She takes a step back, arms crossing over her chest. Get out of my camp. What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Let's see something here. Yeah, 150 credits. That was the deal for finding him. You're alive. That's what matters. Yeah, that's why I should have got 300. That's so random. What is even going on? And I didn't even get my... Oh, I did get 300. Wait, did I get 300? Dude, I'm confused now. I got 300 on top of the 150. Yeah, I had 15 crowns. So 150 crowns. So that would have been 165. And then I got another 300 crowns. This... Get out of my camp. Okay, does she hate me now? Let's see. Bandai-mon, hostile. She sees Agunimon as a thief who stole her data chip. I don't even know. Oh, I leveled up. Hell yeah. Hold on. We leveled up. What is this? Choose your boon? Voice ripples like silver fire forming. Performance, investigation, or illusion. When you probe a clue, ink black strands sprout from your fingertips, tracing hidden patterns that reveal secrets in a swirl of midnight mist. Cascade of translucent iridescent ribbons unfolds around you, destroying sight and turning your presence into a shifting illusion of radiant light. What the hell? We'll just do this. I gained 5 health. Tell Bandai-mon that I did not steal the credits from her that they were owed to me. I tell her she must have amnesia. Oh, persuasion again. Sweet. Okay. Nice. Nice. We might just have to fight so we can see what it looks like. I don't care. You took it. You stole from me in my camp. Accused Bandai-mon of... What is... Oh, wow. Bandai-mon's actually fighting me. Let's go. Let's see. Bandai-mon's hand snaps to her belt. Weapon hums to life. Amnesia. Voice cracks, not with doubt, but with fear. You think I'm confused? The scepter swings in a wide arc. The blow catches your shoulder, more desperate than precise, sending a jolt to corrupted data through your jacket. Not enough to drop you, but enough to sting. Digimon lurches forward, hands raised. Bandai, stop! They kept me alive in the core. The hunting it. He's stuck in loop. That's the only thing he can say. I don't care. She doesn't look at him. You took it. You stole from me in my camp. The refugees have backed away, forming a loose circle. A few hands drift towards weapons when no one moves. They're waiting to see what you do next. Bandamon's breathing is ragged. Her knuckles white around the scepter's grip. You want to call me crazy? Fine, but you're not staying here. You know what? We're going to try killing her. I take my dagger and slash at Bandaimon. Okay, we're going to go unhinged a little bit here. One-handed, let's go. +5 to my roll. Oh, yeah. Oh, now we get to attack. 10 HP. Ooh, 4 damage. Maximum damage. I'm going to assume that I get ganged up on and die immediately from everybody else fighting me. The dagger bites deep into Bandamon's side. She gasps, not in pain but in shock. Let's see. Pulse scepter drops from her grip. For a moment, she just stares at you. Not with rage anymore, with something worse. Disbelief. You. Her voice is barely a whisper. I was going to pay. I was going to pay you? Okay, now she does have amnesia. Digimon lunges forward, catching her before she collapses. His wrist display flares red. Bandai, hold still. I could stabilize. The refugees have gone dead silent. A few hands drift towards weapons, but no one moves. They're waiting to see if you're going to finish what you started. Bandamon's breathing is shallow, her eyes locked on yours. Get out, she whispers, before I change my mind about letting you leave. She's dying. Oh, man. So she attacked me again? Oh, no. I see. No, we're going to... I continue to stab... No, to slash at Bandaimon with the dagger. Sorry. Sorry, I'm putting you out of your misery. Sorry, Bandaimon. So sorry. So sorry, little one. Ooh, another 4. Uh-oh. The digital hazard has got Bandaimon. I must free her from this plague. Uh-oh, let's see what's happening. Bandaimon's pulse scepter flares one last time. A desperate wild... She dropped it! So you can't even remember that. Oh, then the weapon falls from her grip. She sinks to her knees. See, you can't even remember that she was being held. Everything. Digimon catches her breath. Digimon catches her before she topples forward. Let them leave her. What? I'm killing her. Don't. Her voice is barely a whisper. Just exhaustion. Just let them leave first. The refugees haven't moved. Digimon's optical sensors flicker towards you. He doesn't speak. Camp is silent except for the hum of his wrist display, but his ragged breathing. You got what you came for. The chip pulses warm in your pocket. 300 credits. Did I get another 300? No. No. I finish Bandaimon off with the dagger. Bye-bye. See you later. Okay, we just need to do 2 damage. 50-50. Some damage every time. Datamon's still grateful. Oh. Uh-oh. She might be dead. Let's see. Digimon could have no been stay with me. Digimon's hands shave. You. I trusted you. I brought you here. I thought. He stops. He has the rest of his place flares red. These came in. Wait. So shit pulses warm in your pocket. That's it. Nothing happens. Dude, what is going on? He's still grateful though. So weird. Nothing. Like, they don't do anything. I ask Digimon to come with me. Alright, I think this is over. I wanted to see, like, it doesn't seem like anything impactful happened. It's weird that the, like, reputation with Datamon is still fine. Literally says grateful. Corruption makes people do things. What is this? So weird. Let's see. Back at you. Come with you. He stops, takes a shuddering breath. You didn't mean for this. It's not a question. He's deciding it's true. The corruption. It makes people do things. I've seen it before. You weren't yourself. He's making excuses for you, building a narrative where this isn't your fault. Slowly he stands. His wrist display flickers amber as he runs one last diagnostic over Bandaimon's body. The data corruption has stopped spreading. She's just still. We need to leave. So it's what? The data corruption has stopped spreading? So is it actually the thing thinks that she was being corrupted? We need to leave before the entities triangulate. The blood, the violence, it'll draw them like a beacon. He glances towards the camp's exit, then back at you, waiting. The refugees watch from the shadows, silent, judging. Okay, I think I'm done here. It was kind of neat at first. I didn't mind it, but the longer it went, the worse it got. I cannot imagine doing... At least old Greg's Tavern has a good basis. I think the UI and everything is really neat. I think what they've got going on is kind of neat. But the story and how quests are done, it seems odd. It seems like they cannot remember, or... I don't know, I feel like there needs to be more tags or something. Kind of like how they definitely show off that they know something's gone right. Or, sorry, that something is important. I was reading the word gone. Like NPCs are brown. They kind of do this like gray text right here when they're really specific about something. They're referencing something. It's like it needs more of that. Because the whole interaction with Bandaimon should not have happened the way it did. It's really odd. It's like as if two things were happening at the same time. There was the quest to get him. There was like two quests to find Datamon, which was really odd. So it seems like I can't imagine, like there's got to be something. If people are using this, they've got to have it going a little better for them. Because this one interaction, this quest, was really neat leading up to the finale, trying to turn in the quest. Hopefully it's just a fluke. But the story and stuff like that, what it's making is very interesting. I like how it's telling the story. Again, I don't know if it's stealing it. I don't know if it's something that's just a prompt that it just taps into. I don't know how this AI works. The story was interesting. Is this something I would pay like money for? So what was it? I got 20 credits for $15. And I used about half the credits, and we only did one quest. So one quest took about 45 rounds. If someone wants to pay me $15, you know, to do one quest, please, I'm right here. Send me an email. I'll do one quest. You give me $15. I'll do that for you. I'll even do it for $10, doing one little tiny quest. I don't know. That seems pretty expensive for a campaign that's supposed to happen. Like, it feels like this is leading towards something bigger, but if I only did just half of it by doing one quest, it doesn't seem worth it. I don't know. I'd have to investigate a little bit. See some. I'd be willing to do one more of these like AI things, just to see how they handle it. But yeah, $15 is pretty expensive, and that's a month. And you only get so many credits. So once you use up those credits, you have to wait till you can prompt again. Doesn't seem worth it. Yeah, I don't know. Very neat, kind of a cool experience, but I feel like there's got to be something else better out there. Something with better memory. I think the biggest bummer is the memory and how it's handling it. At first, it seemed really neat. Like us interacting with the entities and yelling at them and stuff like that. That seemed really cool. Like they had history. You know, they appear when there's aggression. But now it's making it sound like they can even appear here in Foul City, which was never brought up. And also, Bandaimon attacked me and there was nothing about the entities. So she caused aggression first. Because I was telling her that she was crazy, basically. So that seems kind of a bummer too. So there's some good and bad, but I don't think I would pay money for this. Unless they made it better, which they do, it looks like. There is like, let's see. UT2 roadmap. So kind of so in progress companion tracking, way to track your companions in the UI. Oh, is this updating? Pets is next up. Tame creatures from throughout the realm and add them to your party and level them up. So that seems cool. We're done, Nightcrawlermon. So we decided to kill Bandaimon. So we killed her. And then Datamon was saying that I was corrupted and that I just lost myself briefly. Yeah, here. I'll show you really quick. Yeah, so let's see. So we were attacking her. So we were rolling for damage and stuff like that. But after when we killed her, it says, let's see. So Datamon's talking to us. I trusted you. I brought you here. I thought. He stops. His wrist display flares red, but he doesn't move, doesn't attack. Just kneels there holding his sister's body. Optical sensors locked on you. The refugees have backed away. Okay. And then I asked Datamon to come with me. Come with you. She's gone, and he stops, takes a shuddering breath. His hands are still shaking, but he's trying to steady them against his knees. You didn't mean for this. The corruption. It makes people do things. I've seen it before. You weren't yourself. Slowly he stands. His wrist display flickers amber as he runs one last diagnostic over Bandaimon's body. The data corruption has stopped spreading. She's just still. So it's making it sound like everybody has this corruption, which is really weird. But then he mentions this. We need to leave before the entities triangulate. The blood, the violence, it'll draw them like a beacon. So it's really weird. There's some things that was happening. Like as I was attacking her, she just kept saying, I'm not going to pay you. You already got paid 300 credits. You can just leave now. So it was really weird. And then it even said when I attacked her that she dropped her scepter. And then I attacked her, and then it said she attacked me again, and then dropped a scepter again. And it forgot that Datamon was holding her. It was weird. Very weird interactions very near the end. This whole thing has been fine up to the last point where it kind of lost itself. So, I don't think I'd recommend this unless somehow you can do it for a lot cheaper. Doesn't seem worth it. The little, like, having pets and stuff like that is cool, but I would rather have more memory than, let's see, roadmap. Let's see, what do they got? They got advantage, disadvantage. That's kind of neat. Talk with Dungeon Master to get the DM's attention. I don't even know what that means. Player bios, companion leveling. Wait, what? Weird. Okay, companion. I guess not pets. Companion. Party leveling. Enchantments on weapons, player cards, ambient sounds and music. That'd be kind of neat. Adventures. Pre-made one-shot campaigns with defined questline bosses quests. That would be cool. Okay. If they actually added some adventures to the thing and you could then play along, that actually might be pretty dope. Players can skip turn, which probably is important. Let's see, end campaign, inspiration. Consistent overarching world. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Did she do something? Yeah, she attacked me first. Yeah, so I told her, so she was, when I stole the credits from her, she said that she was going to give them to me, but I just stole them from her, and I said, I tell her that I was supposed to get 300 credits and that she must have amnesia, and then she took offense to that. She said, "You're calling me crazy?" So she hit me. So then I sliced her. But the game did somehow forget. It's so weird. She rewards me 150 credits. I tell her that, you know, I was supposed to get 300. And then she says no. And then I take the credits and then she goes, I was going to pay you 300 because you brought him back alive. So it was really weird. Very weird interactions near the end. If it could stay consistent, I could see maybe doing this, playing this old Greg's Tavern thing. But again, the pricing and stuff like that. I think if the pricing was cheaper, and you just had to wait for the prompts every month, that's fine. You can come back to this every month and just kind of play a little bit. But $15 for maybe doing 4 quests a month. I don't know. I don't know how long the quests can get and stuff, but that was 45 prompts out of the 90 that we put into that. You have to pay, yeah, because it's all AI. It's all AI. You got to pay for it. Yeah. Yeah. So I paid for it just to see what it would do. Just a little test. Again, I think at the beginning it seems pretty cool, but then later on it just kind of unravels. Oh, look, see, it looks like they finished something here. Updating memory to better remember locations and what happens at each. Yeah, they need to do a better job at that. That's like the whole thing about D&D. Literally having history with everything. So, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it at this point. But yeah. If it gets better. But I wouldn't mind looking at one more. If I were to stream again, there is one more AI thing that seemed like it was better, but I'm not too sure. But it also looked like it was even more expensive, which is crazy. I think there's some forms of AI out there that will do D&D-like things with prompts, but they won't have the fancy UI like this does. And that's kind of also what you're paying for, is all these UI elements that are integrated with the AI. So I can see why that costs money, because all that stuff is interacting with it. But I think there is some AI out there that you can just play D&D, but it's just going to be all written and you're just typing to it. I'm not too sure if there's actually any dice rolling and stuff like that. Because I wonder, like right now, I wonder if you could do that with this. Like, can you start a D&D campaign about Digimon with me? Let's see what happens. See what ChatGPT does. We'll run this like a D&D style Digimon campaign. The digital world is breaking. Zones that once evolved smoother now glitching. Digivice you never. Oh, you wake up in the digital world with a Digivice you've never seen before, a Digimon partner who feels linked to your emotions, and the sense that if you fail, both worlds corrupt. Tone, you choose. Pick one. Classic, adventure, friendship, evolution, exploration. Dark, mature, corruption, moral choices, Digimon death, isekai, chaos, weird, funny, unpredictable, epic RPG. Your character. Okay, you know what? We might have to do this next time. What the heck? Wait a second. Oh my god, this is already better. No, I'm joking. We'll see when it goes. Let's see. Tone. Tone. We'll do pick one or mix. We'll do classic. Tone. Classic. Adventure. Your character. Logan. We'll do like we'll make it true. 36. Oh, age. I should do maybe. Oh wait. Age 36. Personality. Personality. Kind. And I don't know. Strategic. One flaw. Flaw. Important for evolution paths? What? Flaw. Trusting. Do that. Digimon partner. Digimon partner. What do they got? Itmon. I like how they even have little symbols. That's funny. We'll go with Agumon. Oh, wait, custom. Describe vibe. I'll build it. What? A small Digimon subs all the static, looks up to you and says, so you're my human, right? Send me your character and I'll begin session 1 immediately. Oh, my camera! What happened? Hold on. Let's see what's going on with that. Kind of weird. Hello? Maybe it's the software. What if I do this? What is the virtual? Oh, I see. It just doesn't have the... Okay, that's fine. We're good with this. I'm fine with some raw footage. So have you kept up with Liberator at all? Some interesting things have been done last week. No, I haven't. I was waiting for it to end so I could binge it. Digimon: The Fractured Code. Classic. Agumon, Logan. Kind of strategic. Too trusting. Your Digivice. Red and gold. Unfamiliar in design. Flickers to life. Partner bond. Low. Emotional sync. Stable. Root error detected. What? This almost seems cool. You're standing on a wide stone path suspended over nothingness. Floating islands drift in the distance, each bearing forests, cities, or ruins made of glowing data. Rain falls in square pixels. Minecraft. Small orange dinosaur Digimon stumbles out from behind a cracked data pillar. He has claws, bright green eyes, and a flame at the tip of his tail. Wait a second. That's not Agumon. And a flame at the tip. That's Charmander. Let's see. Agumon. Oh, you're tall and squishy. That means you're my human, right? He pauses, studying your face carefully. I was told you'd show up when things got bad, and things are really bad. The ground rumbles. Far ahead, a tower of corrupted data pulses black and purple. From it, a distorted roar echoes. Something powerful is waking up. Agumon instinctively steps closer to you. Hey, I don't know your name yet, but if you're here, I think we're supposed to stop that. Your important note, your choices will shape Agumon's Digivolution path, affect how much Digimon trust you. Okay, what do you do? Choose one. Go with. What does Logan do? I choose choice 1. Custom Agumon, I know, right? Partner bond increased. Let's go. My name is Logan. I don't know how I got here yet, but I'm not going anywhere. If things are bad, we'll handle them together. For a moment, Agumon just stares at you. Then his eyes brighten and his claws curl into little fists. Together. Yeah, that sounds right. Let's see. New information. I don't remember everything, but I know this place used to be a transfer path. Humans and Digimon met here when the worlds touched. That tower wasn't here before. It's leaking bad data. Let's see. From behind a fallen data slab, something crawls out. A Koromon, but its eyes glow purple and its smile stretches too wide. Black code drips from its body as it giggles unnaturally. Play? That's not right. Koromon are supposed to be like that. Your Digivice flashes again. Combat protocol active. Emotional sync stable. Agumon ready. This, in a way, this is kind of neat how it's describing stuff, but I still feel like it's like stealing it from something. There's no way it's just coming up with this on the fly. Could be. It could be. It could be. Encourage Agumon to fight. Try to talk to Koromon. Your trusting nature. That's my flaw! Choice 2. That's my flaw. I trust things. I gotta get into that. That's my character. Wait, that Digimon's scared. Let's try talking first. Logan, something's wrong with it. Still, he trusts you and takes a step back. The corrupted Koromon tilts its head. You mean its body? Scared? No. Told to play. Logan, you don't have to listen to whoever told you that. You can choose. The Koromon freezes. The black code shudders, then cracks. High-pitched whine fills the air as the corruption fights your words. Agumon stares shocked. It's reacting. Logan, it's really reacting. Your Digivice blazes with light. System event. Emotional override. Trust-based action successful. Corruption weakened by empathy. The Koromon collapses, shaking violently. The purple glow fades, replaced by its natural soft pink. Koromon weakly. Hurts. Tower hurts. And it dissolves into light. Not destroyed, but released. Its data drifting upward peacefully. The rain stops. Silence follows. Agumon bond increases significantly. Your approach unlocks a non-violent evolution influence. Word will spread. The human who listens. Potential evolution path. Compassion and Guardian. You didn't fight and it still worked. I've never seen that before. Think I can get stronger like that. Next scene hook. Oh, from the direction of the tower, slow clap echoes. Fascinating. Most humans choose force. Figure tilts its head towards you. Let's see how far your trust goes, Logan. Ask who they are and what they want. Choice 2. Choice 2. What do you want? Oh, it's a Digimon? The Digimon is tall and humanoid, wrapped in layered data cloaks. Its mask is fractured porcelain white, glowing faintly purple through the cracks. Names still matter to humans. Good. I am Hexablaze, a warden of the outer sectors. Okay, I'm going to Google this really quick just to see if it's actually something. What is this? I love ads. Let's see. Dude, look at all these ads, bro. What is this from? It's like from a book. Weird. See, I wonder if it's, I don't know. Some sort of book. But is this something? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it must be humanoid. Okay, let's see. Wardens are supposed to protect the digital world. Whir. Lore drop. Earned by asking. The structure is a root spire, a wound in reality. It forces Digimon to obey commands written beneath their own code. Most humans arrive and swing weapons. You spoke instead. That disrupts the spire. Root error response detected. I want to know something before I decide whether you're a threat. If saving the digital world required breaking a Digimon you trust, could you do it? Everyone looks up to you, eyes wide, not afraid, but searching. Oh man. I'll find a way to save them too. I don't believe saving one world means sacrificing the people in it. If it came down to that, I'd find a way to save both. The digital world reacts not violently or resonantly. Core value registered. Refusal of false choices. Yeah, I knew you'd say that. His tail flame surges, briefly shifting from orange to a deeper radiant gold. God, I love Agumon with the flaming tail. So, latent path unlocked? Oh. Hexablaze is silent for a long moment. Then slowly he removes his mask. Beneath it is a Leomon! Scarred and etched with glowing runes, his mane dulled by corruption, but his eyes still clear. Oh no! That answers why I have not fallen yet. Very well, Logan, I will not oppose you. New ally, Leomon, the Fractured Warden! But understand this, the root spiral will test that belief. It creates situations where every path looks like a loss. Looks like loss. At its base is a village of Digimon, already under its influence. If you approach openly, they may attack. If you avoid them, the spire grows stronger. What's the plan, partner? Immediate death flag, I know, right? This is actually kind of interesting. Let's see. Enter the village openly and try to calm the Digimon. Sneak around the village. Ask Leomon to guide you through a safer path. Great, we're going to go straight into the village. Too trusting. Choice 1. They're being controlled. Fighting them won't help. We go in openly. We show them we're not their enemy. Open arms! Let's see. Brave and dangerous. I'll follow at a distance. Path slopes towards onto a small Digimon village. Simple data huts, glowing lanterns in a central square. The Digimon there, Gaburimon, Palmon, and Betamon. Okay. Moves stiffly, eyes glowing faint purple, thin strands of black code. Let's see. Oh, as you step into the square, every Digimon turns at once. Human detected. Agumon steps forward instinctively, but you gently stop him. The Digivice hums, warms in your hand. A test of trust. A Palmon steps closer, vines twitching. Human, approach the spire. Be rewritten. You feel it. These Digimon aren't malicious. They're afraid. Fighting the control. This moment will decide whether the village is saved or lost. Holy crap, whether Agumon evolves later through protection or battle. How dangerous the root spire becomes. What does Logan do? Approach the balance with and offer reassurance. Ask Agumon to share his flame to disrupt the control. Reveal Leomon's presence, inspire hope. Custom action. Describe exactly what Logan does. Okay, we'll do choice 5. I tell the Palmon that they can fight the what were they referencing it as? Dark corrupted data, black code. Fight the black code. I tell them about the Koromon we encountered. Let's see what happens. Steps forward. You're not weak. I've already seen a Digimon break free from the black code. Koromon was taken by it. It hurt. It lied. But when we talked to them, when they remembered who they were, the code broke. Logan, the corruption wants you to believe you don't have a choice. But you do. You're not alone. And you don't have to obey it. Agumon, I saw it too. They weren't destroyed. They were freed. Palmon cries out, dropping to one knee as the purple glow drains from her eyes. I remember the wind and the leaves. Okay, the spire pulses angrily in the distance. Root spire integrity reduced. Leomon steps from hiding, astonished. You didn't break the control. You made it irrelevant. Your Digivice flashes brightly. Partner bond. Agumon evolution threshold approaching. Protecting many through resolve. Oh. Agumon, Logan, I feel stronger, not like fighting strong, like standing strong. Village is freed and will shelter you. Oh, consequences! Oh, okay, suddenly the ground shakes violently. From the spire, mass of corrupted Digimon begins to emerge. It's responding early. Logan, if we don't act now, it will fully manifest. Evacuate the village, lead the village in a unified stand. Non-violent resistance. Have Agumon confront the emerging threat as Leomon to hold the creature while you act. This may trigger Agumon's first evolution. We'll do choice 5. I tell the village to protect themselves. I assure them that Agumon and I will protect the village from the threat. This is more just, it's not exactly like D&D because there's no rolling or anything like that. It's just kind of like storytelling, right? Choose your own adventure. Protect yourselves. Get to shelter. You've already proven you're stronger than the corruption. The villagers hesitate, then see your eyes. Agumon's steady flame and Leomon standing tall behind you. They nod. Gaburimon ushers smaller Digimon into huts. Palmon raises thick vines around the village perimeter, weaving living barricades. Betamon channels water into defensive streams. They are no longer victims. They are defending their home. Logan turns back towards the spire. Agumon, we've got this. Agumon clenches his claws. Yeah, this time I'm not fighting alone. Pretty cool storytelling, though. From the root spire, a hulking form tears free a corrupted Greymon. Its metal skull, wait a second, metal skull, cracked and leaking black data, eyes burning purple. It roars, the sound distorting the air itself. Obey root command. The digivice in your hand overheats, glowing white hot. Evolution conditions met. Trigger, protection of others, emotional sync high, partner bond critical. Agumon gasps, stumbling forward as light pours from him. Logan, something's happening. You instinctively raise the digivice. Agumon evolved, not to destroy, but to protect. The light intensifies, warms and golden, not violent, but resolute. Agumon Greymon. But this Greymon is different. His armor is polished, uncorrupted, glowing faintly gold along the edges. His eyes are clear. He plants himself between the village and the corrupted giants, shield-like in stance. This village stands under our protection. Leomon exhales in awe. A guardian Greymon. It's been centuries. This is actually, there's some weird, the way it's being told is pretty quick, the story. But it actually sounds pretty cool. Corrupted Greymon lumber forward, gathering unstable energy for a devastating blast. Your Greymon awaits your command. What does Logan order? Defensive stance. Absorb the attack to protect the village. Target the corruption directly, not the Digimon. Coordinate with Leomon and the village defenses. Attempt to reach the corrupted Greymon emotionally. Emotionally. This is your first true battle as partners. What's the call, Logan? Let's see here. We'll do number one. Choice one. Greymon, stand firm, protect the village, don't strike unless you must. Greymon lets out a low, rumbling growl, nodding. His massive claws plant into the ground, tail coiling like a whip. Golden armor gleams even in the flickering rain. Corrupted Greymon stomps forward, black energy crackling along its cracked metal skull. Lets out a deafening roar and launches a massive purple energy beam toward the village. Greymon positions himself in front, raising his massive arms. See, one thing I wonder, hopefully, I'm guessing the AI knows the two different Greymons. It must, because I would think it would get confused. The beam hits him directly, exploding into a burst of digital sparks and energy. Let's see. The village watched wide-eyed, realizing that Logan and Agumon, now Greymon, are willing to bear the full force of danger for them. Emotional system response, partner bond max. Greymon's evolution reinforced. Guardian protector line confirmed. Village morale high. Jeez. Agumon roars. Flames blazing gold as he absorbs the energy impact with his armored body. This village stands. None shall fall. The corrupted Greymon stumbles back, visibly weakened from the attack, but it's far from defeated. Okay, it's falling apart. Its purple eyes flicker, a combination of rage and instability. We did not attack. Oh, here we go. We can do choice 4. Let's do choice 4. Choice 4, use the Digivice. Logan takes a deep breath. It doesn't have to obey the spire. You're still yourself. Remember who you are. Greymon mirrors your stance. Claws ready to defend, but his attention sharpens as he watches you speak. You don't have to hurt anyone. You're stronger than this control. Look at us. We're not your enemy. Corrupted Greymon hesitates. The black code writhing over its body twitches as if unsure. Agumon, Greymon growls softly, supporting your energy with his golden aura. The corrupted Greymon drops to one knee, shaking violently. Sparks of purple coat crackle off its body, peeling away like old bark. Its roar becomes low, confused groan rather than a destructive blast. I remember. Digimon steps forward. Logan, you're doing what few can. You're reaching it through trust, not force. Okay, step fully forward. Can you speak calmly? Have Draymond gently nudge or support the corrupted. Yeah. We'll do number 4 again. Choice 4. Oh, okay. So we freed him. I'm just trying to read quicker to see what kind of stuff we can do here. Consequences and evolution. Corrupted Greymon is freed and will aid the village. Root Spire weakened, but still active. Greymon evolution line confirmed. Partner bond fully maxed. Reputation as a human who trusts and protects spreads. Oh, interesting. Next hook. Above the tower, new disturbance ripples. A storm of data fragments. Something is forming within the root spire itself. Do you want to continue the campaign into the root spire or take a moment to fortify the village and plan first? Okay. Very interesting. It's not really D&D per se. It's more just like creative storytelling. Kind of like fan fiction, essentially. It is neat how it's tailoring the experience and kind of adding its own little things here. Kind of like this being like a bar. Which is really neat that it knows how to do that. I think this is fine if you just want to like role play, I guess. But it's not quite the same thing as this. But anyways, and it did kind of forget a little bit, or it didn't know quite what was happening for a second. But so far this is neat too. Like this is creative storytelling. I think that's super cool. I don't know how extensive you can get, if you can like, I'm trying to behave and just go along with the story, but I wonder if you like throw something really weird in there, what it'll do. Like, I tell Agumon, or I tell Greymon to digivolve. Like, what will happen? He turned into Metal Greymon. I ask Metal Greymon to digivolve one last time. What happens? Okay, War Greymon, yep. Terra Force, Draymon Shield, Resident Flame Wings, Guardians Resolve. It's just so funny. Leomon, this is beyond anything I've witnessed. Logan, you and your partner have shaped the digital world itself. Okay, wait. I use my Digivice to evolve Leomon. Like how Saber, he turned into Saber Leomon. He warped Digivolve. Okay, anyways. So this thing will just cater towards you. It does not have like, I feel like it doesn't have, I would have to dabble into it more, but this thing just lets you do whatever you want. Like, can you, like, you could do, this thing will let you do anything. So this one feels like it knows consequences and stuff like that from your actions. I don't know how to put it. It seems like this Old Greg's Tavern can kind of think about what you want to do and then also know if there's any consequences for that or like repercussions or things like that, reactions. Where this thing literally will let you just, I want to do this thing, and then like I use the Digivice to Digivolve, or to evolve, I should say that, to evolve all the Digimon in the village. I know what I wanted from Tomoro. No, I wanted Tomoro to recognize his situation and his behaviors to match that. That's all I want. Tomoro could have been a dummy. He could have been, you know, using or thinking with his emotions more. His actions are determined by his emotions, but then slowly get over that. And it did. It did. Tomoro in the I haven't seen the current episode, but the last episodes he's been pretty cool. I've been liking it more. Gaburimon turned into Growlmon, Palmon to Togemon, and Betamon is Seadramon. Interesting. Oh yeah. I like where Tomoro was going. Like he's slowly learning. But I just feel like that should have happened a lot earlier. But anyways, this is really neat. I think this is I think Chat GPT is a good way of getting inspired for things. Because this stuff has got to be getting taken from somewhere. That's the only thing it feels kind of dirty about. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of cautious of how it's coming up with the story and how it's coming up with these prompts. Like, what if I do Monster Rancher? Like, let's do this. We're gonna make it forget everything. Make a D&D like experience, but theme it towards Monster Rancher. Like, what if I do this? What will it do? Okay, let's see. Your goal is to explore dungeons, compete in tournaments, uncover rare monsters, become the ultimate monster master. I don't know about that. But it is borrowing some of the stuff from the game. Characters. Tamer archetype. Monsters. Monsters are the main stars. Each monster has types. Stats. Example, Flare Fox. Players can summon monsters using ancient discs. Okay. Combat. Weird. It's showing weird. I wonder why we didn't get to do any combat like that. Yeah, it's mainly borrowing from the game. Hello, Mr. Lua. The thing about generating at the end of the day. They're able to think for itself, which means these prompts are coming from somewhere else. Yeah, I mean, history or like me coming up with a Monster Rancher theme, D&D thing, I'm gonna use things, right? The thing I'm getting at is like, because I'm gonna steal stuff. I'm gonna use stuff from Monster Rancher. It's just, how does it know how to fill things in? That's where I'm thinking, because it can think for itself. Oh man, can't think without it. Probably multiple different stories that it's pulling from. Yeah, so that's what I'm wondering. Like the story, the plot, and stuff like that. Where is it taking it from? Because the Spire stuff is kind of similar. If it, let's say that first one, right? It's talking about the Spire, how it controls Digimon, right? It has some sort of, it corrupts their data. I don't think that actually happens in Digimon. It's the black gear or the ring that causes that, and it didn't reference that. So I wonder if it's using that. If it knows it's looking at the story of Digimon Adventure and then twisting it to try to make it more original, that would be thinking. But if there is some fan fiction out there that is just stealing from, that would suck. Or did you even do this stream? You're gonna have to rewind and find out, buddy. You're gonna have to find out. But some of this stuff is borrowing from the game. So let me try doing it again. Make a D&D like experience, but base it off the Monster Rancher anime. Using the PlayStation Digimon game to play the campaign. You mean like the story of the Digimon World 1 play? You mean like that? Prompt for that? I kind of did that in the beginning. I know what I didn't do. Let's see. So this is still using the same thing. Yeah, let's see. Example, encounter fire beetle, ice slime. See, those aren't monsters. Well, they might be. I guess slime is a monster in Monster Rancher. I just don't know if ice slime is actually like... Let's see something here. No. Or saying Slime Rancher. Hold on. Monster Rancher slime. Oh, it's because it's called gel. That's why I'm not getting it right. So annoying. Dude, gel? Monster Rancher 3 gel? Such a downgrade. What the heck is that? Horrible. Anyways. The thumbnail is the PS1 game. I thought you were modding the game or something. No. I just put Agumon. That Agumon is actually from I think Digimon Masters or something. The Agumon from PS1 looks worse than that. Oh, Dragonron patch DT too? Let's see. Like a good patch or just like bug fixing? I actually forgot about that. I was thinking about playing that again. Let's see. New way to choose the hardest challenge in the game. I know they're going to punish all of you with a brand new update. Nerfs. Uh-oh, new difficulty level in the challenge mode. Buffs. Oh, cool. New Digimon. Parallelmon, Plutomon, Omegamon's Warp Defeat, Gigaseedramon, Hydramon. Dude, they added Hydramon. Neat. Hello. How's it going there? Orcs the Dreamer? I said I used malware to win the newest challenge. He patched that. Great. So when are you trying to do at the minute? Think of a storyline for the campaign? Or no, I mean, I've already been streaming for 3 hours. What we did was we used Old Greg's Tavern, which is like an AI thing that specifically is catered towards D&D. So you can have a D&D like experience where the Dungeon Master is just totally AI. So I built a world. Let's see if we can go back there. So I gave it like a world prompt. Let's see, where's mine at? Here it is. So we gave it a prompt. So we described what the world is like and gave it all this stuff. History, groups, places, geography, gave all of that. And then I made a I guess we gotta go back here. And then we made a character, gave it a class and all that. So I described that I was a kid. This is like generative. So again, if this is stolen, that's poo-poo. But it made that as a prompt. But I called myself a Goonimon. Didn't know what else to call myself. Kid that could digivolve, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I came up with a backstory and then it created this story based on it. Where we started in Old Greg's Tavern. and that we were running from something called the digital hazard, corrupted the city, and we were trying to find our way back into it to find our friends, and blah 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 blah. So we're just using this as a platform to see what would happen if we gave it like Digimon themed locations and all that, and what it would do with that. And it does an okay job, but it kind of forgets and becomes kind of unstable after some time. But it's his fault because I only got the idea when Chronomon Destroy Mode malwared itself. Oh. But anyways, I was just trying to see what this experience would be like. It's meant to be D&D like, so more fantasy, more of a fantasy setting. It doesn't know exactly what Digimon are. That it's theming. It's like a steampunk science fiction like world. So it talks about like buildings falling apart, but there's all this digital code everywhere. So this platform does kind of a good job, but it's not exact. But it kind of loses itself after some time. So after I did that for 2 hours, then we went to ChatGPT and I asked it to do a D&D like experience. But the way it was doing it was more of a like storytelling thing. I just wanted to see what AI would do. Doing this instead of a real campaign. Yeah, I just want to see what it do. Yeah, post-apocalypse, which is not bad. Like the way it was describing things in Old Greg's Tavern, it seemed cool. I really liked it. I kind of wish, at least with ChatGPT, when it talks about Agumon and Greymon, it has an idea what they look like, but it's not exact, right? So Agumon looked like Charmander. Greymon had a metal skull, which is just Metal Greymon. So it kind of knows what's up, which is kind of neat, where this does not. It has no idea, right? When it says Datamon, it thinks it has hair, stuff like that. It basically describes Datamon as a human. Bandaimon is fake. It just borrowed the Bandai and added Mon to the end of it. It works so well, and I Digimon that's stealing Digimon's data and copying them into fucked up and evil versions of themselves. This kind of was, I gave it a prompt of like, there was a virus called the digital hazard. And then it had some things talking about how the Digimon get corrupted from it and become berserk. So there's some cool things about what it did with the information I gave it. But anyways, I'm done streaming. I just wanted to see what this was like. Maybe for those who are curious about this AI stuff. There is one more platform that I wanted to try out. But we'll see. That will have to be in the future. I'll probably, stream-wise, I'm not too sure what to do. I'll probably play Digital Tamers 2 and see what the new challenges are like, since we're kind of caught up in that game. The Digimon failed to save the digital world or collided with the real world. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. It seemed like the vibes it was giving, that maybe the human and digital world kind of combined and bad things happened from it. Because even, I guess, humans looking like Digimon and stuff like that, you know, you could say that. Slowly, over time, the humans and Digimon kind of merged together and became their own thing. You need a level Butinmon? Butinmon? What's that? Butinmon? Oh, okay, that's the one that turns into Chronomon. Oh, level Butinmon. Apparently go back to Digital Heroes 2. Are you talking about Time Strangers, Nightcrawler? We'll have to play that. Oh, Digi Heroes 2. Okay, the statue you found is important. Oh, Oh, Digital Heroes 2. Yeah, and when I was streaming Digital Heroes 2, I found that same statue. The statue that looked like digital... Oh, see, now I'm getting confused with the names. Digital monsters, digital tamers. Jeez. Digital tamers. I saw that statue too. But you think it's important? They actually have like a connection to each other? Kind of want to play that again too so we can finish it. That's what Ruim said in the Server City. Oh. Losing memory. Get your meds. No, I got Chat GPT on my side. It'll remember everything for me. I'll have to look at that. So I think the next stream will be Digital Tamers 2. So we can continue with that. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I appreciate y'all coming out. Kind of a neat experience. Not sure if it's worth it, at least with Old Greg's Tavern. Unless you were doing something more fantasy-based, like typical D&D. If you're trying to tailor it towards something else, totally not the vibes of a D&D setting. It kind of does a good job, but at the same time, not really. It did do a good job with the sci-fi-ness of it, though. I think the way it described everything was really cool. Just not exactly Digimon. All right, Mr. Lowe, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you weren't here for the experience, but I'll leave you to your chat bot, your AI girlfriend or whatever. Appreciate you guys coming out. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll stream Digital Tamers 2, I think, tomorrow. Also, I'm hoping once December ends, I can go back to streaming regularly, as my work schedule won't be totally messed up. That'll be sweet. You're very lonely. I'm sorry. You gotta find strength in yourself, buddy. And then once you find that, then you can talk to your AI girlfriend. How are you gonna support your AI girlfriend if you can't support yourself? All right, I'm out of here. Bye-bye. See you guys later. Appreciate it.